Hi, it's Yvon. It's Thursday night. Hi, my friends. Oh, there's Jeremy. Sorry, I sent Jeremy the link, but I sent it to the email. It didn't go through, and he's not used to me doing it that way. So he's like, "Where's the link?" I said, "I'm sorry. I tried something new. Hang on. Let me go get it and log into Facebook Instant Messenger, which is the way we usually do it." So he's here now, you guys. Let me bring him up. You ready, Jeremy? Can I bring you up? Okay. Hi. Sorry about that, babe.
It's okay. Yeah, I
And
don't know why it didn't go through.
huh?
I don't know why it didn't go through.
I don't know either. I'll later. I'll check and make sure that it's right. Your
Oh
email's
yeah,
right, just for
yeah.
my own personal knowledge. But anyways, Denise is here too, you guys. She's down in the green room. She is going to be the shot caller again tonight. Thank you very much, Denise. I'm working and watching. Pamela says hi, Pamela. And Deb asked for Denise to give her a heads up, and Deb made it. Okay, she's here, Denise. There's my favorite name for if I come back, if I'm reincarnated. Somebody name me Sheila, please. I love that name so much. Let me say hi to a few people, you guys, while notifications go out. Lorraine's here. Thank you very much. Lori, we've talked a few times. Lori, let's see. Today's the last Thursday. There were 5 this month. So Jeremy's here tonight, but he will be back again next Thursday for his regular first Thursday of the month. Is always Jeremy and or Michael if Michael wants to come too. So Jeremy's doing open boxes for y'all again tonight. Okay, so he kept a few I think from last week, right, or the week before, I don't remember. And so tonight and next Thursday, so you can combine shipping with Jeremy too if you want to. All right. Then after that, Glassy Sisters, Susan's coming over. Again, you guys save some little room in your budget if you want to, because we're going to do moderately priced stuff, pottery and glass. We were kind of comparing notes earlier. We both have like Van Briggle, Potosi, Waterford. Oh my gosh, we have it all. But we're not. I'm like, well, let's try to keep things that are around, under, let's say, definitely under 100. Let's try to keep things that are maybe like around 30 to 50, but not go crazy, just like we did last time. You guys seem to enjoy it. So yeah. So we were kind of comparing notes and checking some comps on things. I got a few surprises on some Potosi that I have had for a couple years on my epic stuff to go on eBay, but hasn't made it yet. I'm not going to call it a death pile. It's a big, beautiful rack. And I was surprised when I started looking it up. I said, well, I think I could bring this Potosi. I think I could bring that now. Some things on vintage, you guys, some of the vintage trends, the prices are going down and some of them are going up. And I can tell you, Potosi pottery is going up. Just so you know, if you're a reseller, that stuff is still going up. That's awesome. Anyways, back to this. So hi everybody. Hi Mike. Hi. And Denise, we're still trying to figure out why, even though Jeremy and Denise have admin superpowers, they can do all kinds of things, but they still cannot post on their own name. We can't figure it out. StreamYard has not been that helpful. So when she shot calls the item closed, it'll be under Yvon Thrifty Rich, but that's Denise, okay? Anyways, let's see. We can call you Sheila now. My soulmate always called me Mandy. Okay, thank you. I think I saw Liz is here too. Yeah, there she is. There's Liz. Hi. Okay, so then after that, Lori Judson, she's in here, the girl that sent me a bunch of jewelry. We sold some of it, and I've got some more left, and we're going to make some jewelry jars. She's coming on now. She's been buying some nice collectibles and vintage and hard goods for her first debut live sale on YouTube. So that'll be, I can't remember exactly what day, but all of them are already up on the docket. My little pending shows carousel on my main YouTube page. And I will get the one for Lori up soon. I will probably get that done tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay. Jeremy, what's up? What have you been doing?
So I finally got my first estate sale.
What?
Yes.
Do tell all the tea. Did you
Okay,
guys do that? Speak up, because this is epic.
so it does help putting up flyers in like thrift stores. So I put it up in thrift store and somebody called me. So I went there today and looked at some items. They don't have a ton of stuff, but they have a lot of furniture. Now I got to try to figure out if I sell the furniture on the second floor, how are we going to get that down?
Oh.
So I'm like, ah.
Oh, like, are they responsible for moving it, or do you have to protect the house and you guys better move it?
Yeah, right.
That's a lot of things to know.
Yes, and Deb is going to help me Saturday and Sunday.
Yay, Deb.
Thank
And if
God.
apparently George is sick, or you could probably pick his brain, but he's not doing well right now.
It's all
So
about that. Yeah, I don't really want to bother him.
maybe there's somebody that can help you, like, think, kind of just like spitball, and kind of roll things around.
Yeah, I have a few friends that do estate sales, but I'm just happy I finally got one, and it's a
That is
start.
so great.
I know.
You guys, here goes Jeremy. Do you have one of your cards handy? Because again, for anyone that doesn't know, Jeremy, about 2 months ago, decided he was going to try to do estate sales, right? Like, not just go to them, like hold them, part of a business. He's got the cutest name, and he just booked his first one, you guys. There it is, yeah. Upstate Downsize, because he's in upstate New York. I could not love that name any harder than I do. It's so great.
I made sure I was.
Isn't that awesome? You guys, so awesome. If any of you are in New York besides his good friend Deb, watch Jeremy and see what's going on.
Yes.
They're congratulating. Yes, it's so exciting, a new business venture. So I think you'll be fine. You live in a great area. You've got a little bit of a following. Well, actually, you got a good following, that can help draw people in. So I wonder, do you think you'll ever mix offline estate sale and online? Some people do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do they do that on estatesale.net.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you could just list on there if you want to do that, but
I can see this being really good for you because you're still a young man, like, and you've got, like, your brother maybe can help you, but I could see where this is going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I think it will.
Deb says she's seen some pictures and some really nice things. Yep. Well, we will probably lose Jeremy next year.
No.
No, seriously, because estate sales, that's big, Jeremy. That's a career. That's like a real, that's really can take you places. And that's okay, you guys, because I have been telling you pre-surgery ever since last year, that I'm going to be making some changes too. Downsizing, we're going to start the little part-time resellers, which is what I've always been anyways, as far as online, not in my beginnings in 1988, but as far as like the last, I guess, 20 years. Downsize and enjoy life, slide into being a senior citizen. I've got 2 other channels that I want to continue to try to nurture, non-reselling related, because I do love making videos. And my husband finally made a decision. He is going to retire. So that's kind of one of the things that was pending. And so, and I've always said for the last 10 some years, I'm doing this to set up for Social Security, because when we slide into that, I'm not going to yet, but he is. He's a little older than me, a couple years. You can still make a little bit of money. And plus, what else are we going to do? I got to do something. I've done this all my life in some way, shape, or form. And, you got to keep busy, got to keep active and keep your mind and your body moving. So I'm going to keep my boots, of course, until further notice. But, I do want to continue with my plan from last year to downsize just a little bit. We took care of my dad, and dad's gone, and now we have my mom. Now, Mom, if you're watching, close your ears. My dad was a very quiet, calm Christian man. Very quiet and calm, okay? Easy peasy. My mom, thank goodness she just lives 8 minutes down the street in her own house. But my mom is a German lady and a little on the rowdy side. She's a handful sometimes. Okay. But really, all joking aside, it's because she doesn't really live with us. Okay. She doesn't need that kind of care. Just a little help with some handyman stuff. And, I take care of her financial stuff and, just companionship, And so, we spend a lot of time with mom now, going to mom's house. So I always want to have the time and energy for that and some other projects. So I am going to be downsizing, and who knows, we all might end up living together. I don't know. We'll see how mom's health goes, right? Right now she's fine. She may outlive me, as a matter of fact. But there might come a point where we all need to live together. Who knows? But anyway, some major decisions. I can finally stay firm and kind of where I thought I was going to go as of last year when I had to stop because of my surgeries and regroup. I can continue on with my plans. Everything's going to be okay. So, rowdy can be fun. Yeah, my mom's fun. She is. Yes, I will tell my husband. I will tell my husband. He's been a hard worker all his life. It's all good. So, we were just a little worried. I mean, my husband is good. We got a 401. We're going to be okay. And I can make some extra money. He can do freelance consulting if he wants to, whatever. Enjoy our silver and golden years. Anyways, I'm kind of excited. But, I'm still going to be here, you guys. I am never going to be a full-time reseller, all right? So we'll just see what happens. For now, I'll still do my Thursday night build-a-boxes for sure. That was a lot for me. Let me go back to Jeremy. What else happened to you? Nothing's going to outdo what you just told us. We are all so excited for you. But what else happened?
Let's see. I went to the booth to restock. This month it's kind of slow. I didn't lose money, but I didn't make any money.
Yeah, I think I might clear a couple hundred if I'm lucky this month. It was a rough one.
Yeah. I really haven't been restocking with high value items either. So I'm gonna start searching for items for that. What did I sell?
How's Etsy doing?
Etsy's been kind of steady.
Etsy's been steady where eBay's been a little bit slower.
Yeah, eBay's just starting to pick up again.
Yeah.
See, last month I had more Etsy sales on eBay. And then today I had more eBay sales. So I have a lot of stuff to pack up. So I'm glad we're doing an open box.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about this until next
Yes.
week. And plus it saves you all on shipping. So
Oh yeah. I'll definitely
save
money.
It's a win-win. That's the way I do it. It's a win-win. So and a lot of people say they are enjoying their retirement. Yes. Let me see. How was your BD? I don't know what that means, but how was it?
Booth? Is that what she meant?
Okay, come again, Stephanie. Come again. Yeah, nursing is not the easiest. Whether it's physical or emotional, I don't think nursing is the easiest. Oh, birthday. That's right. You guys' birthdays. Duh. May 20th. Right? Yeah, May the 20th.
Our birthday is like a week long. We do a lot.
Oh, excuse us.
We do.
Birthday.
We had our main party Sunday. Had the whole family here, our friends, cake, everything. It was a good time. Our family, we like to play board games.
Oh.
We played Uno.
Yeah. My dad was big on that. I learned how to play all kinds. He loves that.
Skippo.
I don't know Skippo, but we played Uno. He taught me how to play hard ones. He taught me how to play canasta and euchre. Those are a little bit for a young child, for a preteen. That's a little. But my dad loved. We had all the board games. Yeah. I'm glad you're feeling, because a lot of families don't do that anymore, but
Yeah,
they
they
should
do.
go back to it. Board games,
Yeah, we love to do it.
because most young people are just going to
Oh,
be on their phones.
Family Feud. That's a fun game to play with your family.
Oh,
It's an awesome game.
have you guys? Okay, this is a little risque. Have you done Cards of Humanity, Cards Against Humanity? Or you could do Apples to Apples, which is like
Yeah.
a kid's style of Cards. I mean, that was before Cards Against Humanity, but I've got a full set of Cards Against Humanity and some expansion packs. It's a thing. Yeah, it's not kid friendly, but you will laugh. You will. Okay. Let me see what they're saying. I'm glad you guys had a good birthday week. Oh, my back. Oh.
Oh
And
yeah.
let's see what Elena says. Sequence? Is that a game? I don't
Yeah,
know.
heard of that.
Oh,
Yeah, nursing is hard.
um, did you do any live sales anywhere else this week, or do you have any coming up you want to
Oh,
share?
I have this weekend is the paperweight extravaganza on knickknacks. So I'm gonna be on Monday. Um, I think it's 8 p.m. I have some mainly glass eye studio awesome paperweights. Like,
It's a train.
yeah, it's a train. I wish
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Let's see.
Elena says, yeah, it's a game. Okay, yeah, it's fun. Okay. Mhm.
I can't sell any here though.
Oh, yeah, I got to save them if you're committed for your spot.
Here's one of them. Oh, I love it.
Oh, that is pretty. That's a glass eye studio.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
That's
Definitely.
cool. Yeah, so I'll be this weekend searching for paperweights. So you'll hear that. Yeah.
Well, his time slot is on Monday. Would you say 8 p.m.
I think 8 p.m. Eastern.
Eastern, because he's in New York, and that's over on District.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think notifications have gone out. Just in case there's anybody new, let me run through this just real quick. Okay, we're going to hold up an item. We're going to suggest an opening offer or bid. If you like it, we'll answer any questions. We'll show to you all angles, tell you all about it. And you guys can use the chat to put in your offers or your bids. And at some point, we're going to say going once, going twice, last call, a little bit more slowly, of course, and then it goes down to my shop caller. She is down in the green room. You guys cannot see her, but we can, and she can see you guys in the chat. Now, she does post under my name, but at some point, she's going to post item closed and possibly some emojis to draw your guys' attention to it. From then, we won't take anything after she puts in item closed. And she's pretty experienced. If she sees you guys are kind of working things out, she might give you a few extra seconds. But you guys, at some point, she's got to call it. She's not play favorites. She just, at some point, she's got to call it, or we could be here all night. You can use just in case. Try to use that during, no, not try. Please use it during the countdown only up until Denise puts in item closed. I do not care though. You don't have to have been an active bidder offer on that item, but just use it during the countdown. And it'll just be if your JIC, just in case, wins, it'll just be $1 above the previous highest offer. I ship from Colorado. Jeremy ships from upstate New York. He will be back on his normal every first Thursday. So he's doing open boxes, so you can save on shipping. If you're coming back next Thursday, you can combine your orders. Me, I do every Thursday by myself or with someone, and I keep an open box for the whole month. So this will wrap up May, so I'll be sending out invoices. But other than that, you don't hear from me until the end of a month, unless you tell me you bought something for a gift or whatever and you need it right away. I have everything covered. Every once in a while, and I'll try to remember to run the ticker, every once in a while, if it looks like you're lagging, refresh. Just refresh the whole YouTube page. Make sure you are on anything but top chat. It's going to default to top chat. Make sure you are on all messages or live chat. It depends on what device you're using, on what that's going to look like. Anything but the default top chat. I do have a free giveaway at the end and a couple $2 add-ons. I brought a variety of things tonight. Clothing item, a couple of purses, because I'm going through things. As I'm downsizing, I'm like, okay, this goes to eBay. This I'll see if they want to off, if they want first dibs on it before it goes to the booth. And this is probably going to get donated again. I don't know, or a garage sale as I downsize and kind of get organized and consolidated. So I brought a few things for you guys to have first dibs that are slated to go to the booth if you guys aren't into them. And I have an eBay item. This awesome vintage Philippine, super big. What is that? Almost 4.5 feet. I'm going to put that on eBay. Let me get up. Wait a minute. Sorry, Jeremy. I'll start off. I'll see you in a minute. Sorry, you don't have to sit there. I'll start off. Hi, you guys. You guys talking about games. Wait a minute, Jeremy, there's one for you. Renee says, thank you for my bowl, Jeremy. She loves it.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Okay, so let me get it. It's kind of heavy. But I'm going to put this on. Don't want this. My statue, hang on. My Statue of Liberty ornament. Okay. There we go. This is a beauty. It's a beauty. All drapey. Very drapey. So average resale on one this size on eBay is somewhere between 60 to 100. So I think I'm going to put this. This is a really big one. I think I'm going to put this one up for probably like $88 because I take best offers. I always have in my ads best offers answered quickly. So people like to haggle a little. So because I'm kind of shooting for 80. But if anybody here wants me to run it, I will. But I'm going to start it at 50. But if you all, if then again, I got in trouble once, didn't I, for doing this? Hang on, let me slow down. I did a claim because it didn't look like you guys wanted me to run it, so I said claim. She got really, really mad when you guys started bidding, and I could not fix it with her. Okay, so let me slow down. If you guys want, if a couple of you want me to run this to where you can catch a better deal than on eBay, I will run it, and I will start it at 50, and we'll run it quick. Otherwise, when I get around to it sometime this week, it's going to go on eBay for $88. Now, if that happens and you see it on eBay, you send an offer to me and say, hey, it's me, Thrifty Rich Club member, it's me, and offer, what you want to offer. Don't pay full price. None of you ever pay full price over on eBay. Always message me, send an offer, and let me know. There's a way to put a message, okay? One of you, I don't know if you're here, Gypsy Rose, bought a piece of fire and light, and I so would have given her a deal. Wait a minute, I did. No, I did give, no, yes, I did accept an offer. Yes, I did. Thank you. I did catch that. Okay, but there it is, you guys. I'm going to hang it back up here. It is gorgeous. It does weigh a little bit, so I would ship it by itself. I mean, it's not really going to be breakable like a piece of glass, but it weighs a little bit. Ship it by itself. It probably costs about $20. It's pretty heavy, and I want to protect it. But isn't it gorgeous? Let me put my glasses on, and we shall get started. Isn't it gorgeous? Let me see. Ray, did you have one of these? I used to have a ceiling to floor macrame table. Oh, it had a board in it. I used to have something like that too. It was leather. And then they put like a slate tile in it. It was so cool. I don't know whatever happened to that. Okay. All right, let me get this off and we will get started. Oh, also, if you're new in the background, you use to send your information if you're new. For me, it's ThriftyRichClub. That's me and you guys at hotmail.com. When Jeremy's on, you'll see his is going to say the Thrifting Twins. He has a twin brother at yahoo.com, and you'll see it. And then it's also always in the video description, and it will be in the first pinned comment once we're done. And I flip this back up for anyone who wants to rewatch it, catch the beginning they missed, or just run through it. And can I remind you guys something? When you're watching YouTube videos, you can always adjust the playback speed. You can slow it down, you can speed it up. There are quite a few people that they talk a little slower, and I just get the information and I'm trying to learn. And so I put them a little bit faster. And then there are some people that go too fast, and so I have to slow them down so I don't get dizzy. And so I'm just letting you guys know if you didn't know that, okay? She said, wait a minute, round glass in the bottom for the table part, otherwise look like yours, only longer. Oh, wait a minute, there's something else. Show comments on stage. And I don't know if you guys were here. I'm trying to turn it on.
Want me to turn it on?
Exit, so no. Okay, somebody say something real quick. I see if I turned it on. I don't know if you guys know this, if you weren't here last week, but they've added, it's in beta, to where a little bit here on the side, there it is, it's on. They'll show the comments. Now, most of you say too small, can't read it. But anyways, we'll let it run unless too many of you say that it's bothersome. Okay, let me get started. Yes, I have a variety of things today. All right. Can I start with this that's hanging back here? An item of clothing. Oh, and Lorraine, I did catch when you said you liked my outfit today. This is, you guys have seen this before. This is a Vocal, one of their bling shirts. These are made in USA. Vocal is a higher quality of the bling. And then this is just a little crochet crop bolero or bolo top that I found. And I like to wear it over sundresses and stuff. And I thought it looked cute. So, and I just felt like the neck was a little wide and needed something black. So I got my little scarf. Anyways, I've had this for a while. If anyone's interested, I want to show this. If anyone likes the hot air balloon, like we have a festival here, of course, in Colorado. It is so cool. If you guys have never been to one of these, I think a lot of places have them. Have you guys ever gone to a balloon glow where of dusk just before sunset, the balloons will do that balloon glow thing where they just like, shoot the fire up. They're all down on the ground. It's so gorgeous. So anyways, this is an XXL, just a slinky crew neck shirt, but it's, like polyester. It's not cotton, but it's super cute. And wherever that is, LDLO, I don't know exactly where that was. Their 45th anniversary, some kind of club or some location. Is that Colorado? I don't know if that is. Yeah, it's got the mountains. Could be Arizona, could be Colorado, could be California. I didn't look that up. But let me tell you the measurements. It is 21 to 21 from underarm to underarm. So double that. So it's like a 40, 42 bust, okay? And then if you need to know, I'm tall. Remember, I'm almost 6 foot tall. If it'll cover your booty so you can wear leggings underneath it and be comfy, it is 30 inches long. Even on me, it will cover my booty. But the tag says XXL. So if anybody likes this, I'm just going to start it at $5 and see what you guys think. I know that, this is size dependent. If anybody's interested, generous in the arms as well. Kind of slinky, cool to the touch. Oh, there we go. Albuquerque International Balloon Festival, the world's premier balloon event. Okay, Albuquerque, New Mexico is where this is. It's Colorado Labor Day liftoff. Oh, so this is from Colorado. Okay, but this is the company that made it. So maybe these people came here. Or maybe they're the ones that host the events all over the United States and others. That's fun, isn't it? Look, it's hit on the back too. Hit on the sleeves. So let me just find designs. Let me just make sure you understand this is not a cotton t-shirt, okay? if you are sensitive to certain fabrics. Let's see if I can find it. 100% polyester, wash in cold water inside out, made in China. That's a nice photo print. That's probably why I bought it too, photo print. So, Colorado skyline. Let me see if I can recognize it. I don't know. All right. Hi, Charlotte. So, Lorraine, you're in. Okay, going once. Anybody else? 21 from here to here, so that's a 42 inch from here to here. So, if you need it or if you just like your stuff roomy. Going twice. And last call. Front hit, back hit, and also on each sleeve. Life is better in the sky. It says. I'm just a sucker for photo print. Photo print from like the 70s, late 60s and 70s into current. So let me put this over here. I think that's going to go to Lorraine. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully clear some things out. Oh well, I guess I'll just hang it back here. You guys can look at it. I'll just hang it back there. All right. Did we get item clothes? Riding a balloon is fabulous. I have never ridden on one, but I used to go down to the park. I've got a couple of videos of balloon glows, but if you guys have never done that, Google in your area and find one, and at least go to the balloon glow at the evening, because that's pretty epic. That's an event. And usually, at least the one here, they'll also have like food trucks and like it's like a carnival, like an old-fashioned carnival. Not really a bunch of rides, but you know, like those pull-up trailers where you can have some games. There'll be some funnel cakes, at least at ours, you know, beer garden probably, but it's, yeah, highly recommend. I'm afraid of heights. Isn't that crazy? I'm afraid of heights, so I don't know. Like seriously, like okay, for instance, when I went to eBay Open, I don't know if any of you went to the last eBay Open that was real live in 2018. I went with a bunch of other YouTubers like Lindy Glenn. We shared a room. Let's see, Rally Roots. Casey was there, Rockstar Flipper, a lot of people. And oh my gosh, Casa Sheep was there. To go up to the main ballroom was like, because the ceiling was so high, that escalator ride was like an escalator in a department store times 3. I looked at that and I'm like, no, I don't think so. Everybody else was just like, there is no way I will have a panic attack. I had to ride the elevator. I could never like just hang out with everybody else and ride the escalator. I'm like, I'll meet you in the ballroom. Like, there's no way. So I'm, you know, that's how bad it is. All right, you guys. Let me see. One landed in front of my house in Boise, scared to crap. Oh, that would be something. That'd be a sight to behold. All right, I'm going to finish that. I think she put in item close. Yeah. Thank you, Lorraine, for that. Enjoy it, my love. And here comes Jeremy.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. Escalators are scary, Yvon. Like,
oh, thank you. So it's not, because like even in the department store, like when I went to the mall last month and I was in Macy's and I was like, dang it, I just want to get some t-shirts. Dang it, I got to go upstairs to the department. Oh.
When I'm going,
I rode the elevator. I was like, where's your elevator? Seriously.
When I'm going up, I lean forward. I have my foot behind me.
Oh.
Funny.
I cannot look. I have to just like look. Yeah, I just like tell me when I get to the top. Oh my God, it's the panic attack. I've tried it, you guys, but no more. Now that I'm older, no more. All right.
Okay, so
I want to say something. I want to, because I'm loving this support. I can go up escalators, but not down. Let me think about that. I could probably go down, ride it down more than I could ride it up, but the problem would be me stepping up to it and looking to get on. No, yeah. So see, I'm screwed either way. Not gonna work. Hang on, I meant to do this. There we go. All right, Jeremy, have at it, babe.
Okay, I have this boho leather bag. I forget what this is called. Not embossed.
Oh, tool when they stamp
Yes.
it, like when they put the letters in your
I
belt
was having a
for
brain
you.
fart. So this bag is going to start.
That is so funny. I brought one too. That is so good. We did not talk, you guys.
This one's I'm only going to start at $6. So I'll show you all the detail. There, it has a strap and it buckles in here. Ta-da. I'm not sure what this fabric is. It kind of almost feels like
Is that raffia
yes.
woven?
So
That is a nice, almost all year except for winter. That is fall,
Yeah.
spring, and summer.
I think this is strap is long. It's leather.
Male or female, unisex too.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder. I didn't even think of that.
That is a nice bag.
Let's see. So I think this one is from the 70s. Did a little bit of research and someone had similar from the 70s. It kind of looks like it would be, the bow.
Hand stitched on the back too.
Yeah. It has the thick stitching. That I could just tie a knot in.
Oh yeah, just take a little like something else and poke that in there through the next one. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yep. It doesn't come loose or anything.
Just poke it back through because usually the leather is so thick that if you just poke it back through, it's all good.
Here's a strap. Looks like it was barely ever used. Okay. That's a good idea. Start the bag on fire. All right, going once. Going twice. There's the inside. And last call. Oh, speaking of that, I brought more of the leather tooled leather books. I have a mermaid and a cherub. All right, item close. Who's it going to? Charlotte for $6. Thank you, Charlotte.
Okay, I'll come in. Well, I might as well do. I've got one too. I brought, like I said, I brought a few purses as I'm going through things, sorting through. I told you guys I'm going to be thinning out my swung bases, so you can look for that in the future. I'm not quite sure when. The miniatures, I will talk to you about the miniatures. Let's have a discussion about the miniature sale at the end, so we can keep this flowing. I can let Denise and Jeremy go, but those of you that are interested, I'll talk about it when this sale's over, because I've got some thoughts on it. It's causing me like, oh. But anyways, so look at this one. This is made in Mexico. It's not like a brand name, you guys. It's like, it just says, yeah, made in, wait a minute. Oh, darn it, I thought it said Mexico. Paraguay. Am I saying that right, you guys? Paraguay? Okay. Anyways, it's got a few pockets. Now this is a nice shape in that the handles aren't bad. The handle length is not bad. The drop, this is called a drop. And when you open it up, it's like not too big and bulky, but yet enough to slide your hand in there and like actually find things. Like, see, here's the dimension of the bottom. Like, it's not way oversized. Some purses like this, to me, they're too thick, and you're like this. You're like, because they're so thick. I think this is a nice workable size. Slender enough where this is comfortable, but yet enough to slip your hand in there. So it does have some signs that someone used it, but not very much at all. There's no damage. A couple little pockets, but look at this. The turquoise and the tool, and then with the butterfly. Isn't this fabulous? So letting you guys have a crack at it before this goes on eBay. If I put it on eBay, I'm probably going to start it at somewhere around probably 68. I tend to do eights, like 68, 88. And I do 00, not 99 cents. You don't, on higher end items, you just, do 00 is my recommendation. 99 cents, that's a Walmart thing, or 98, that's a Walmart thing. But anyways, I think this is gorgeous. But if you guys want to crack at it, this is really quality leather. This right here, like, you'll have this forever if you take care of it. This will be a bag that you'll just have forever. So let's see. How about if let me start it at, let's say 38, if you guys are interested. That lets me make a little bit of money, because this is kind of an eBay item pull. Lets me make a little bit of money, but then a good deal for you guys. The handles are great. They're leather too. It's not faux leather where it frays. Sometimes leather purses, you have to be careful. Some of it'll be leather, and then like the trim and the handles will be vegan leather or Naugahyde or whatever, and you can tell the seams you'll see little fraying of threads. You have to take a lighter and burn it. But no, this is all leather, so you can just, clean it up, shine it up. It is hit on the front and the back. Hi, J-Lab. Hi. Isn't this so pretty? This is kind of a muted turquoise, kind of a slate blue turquoise. Really nice quality. And I think the snap is magnetic too, I think. Yeah, slightly magnetic snap. And a good size. Sorry. I do shoulder bags. And if this would have been convertible, if this would have been the type where you can have these or, shoulder bag, how some of them are, I probably would have put a shoulder strap on this and keep it, because it's pretty nice. All right. Well, we will move on. This will probably show up on my eBay sometime over the next couple of weeks. If you're watching this later, it might be over there. Again, it's going to start at a higher price. So send an offer and tell me that you are Thrifty Rich Club or you saw it on YouTube. Okay. And here comes Jeremy.
There we go. Okay, let's see. I have some uranium glass. So I found these uranium glass. I'm not sure what this was used for, but it's etched the flowers. So these I'm gonna start at, I have a few of them.
Would that be like for a berry bowl, or
it could be,
or I don't know, someone smarter than me about formal settings back in the day.
I know, right?
Formal dining room settings.
So these are going to start at $8. Sherbet, oh yeah.
So even though it doesn't have a pedestal, I can still call custard. That's what I like. Yeah, because when I think of sherbet, I think of possibly a pedestal. But Charlotte, I'm not arguing with you, but I think custard. I like custard for that better, I think. Yes, it glows.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, it does look like custard. So it's gonna start at $8. I have 7 of these.
Berry bowl, yeah, or a berry bowl.
Actually, wait, 7. Let's do $5.
Intermezzos. J-Lab, Jennifer, I don't even know what that means. I have to look that up.
Intermezzo. I heard of that. Yeah, so it has the flowers and no damage. There's the glow. It glows better than because I have the light on. $5 each, and I have 7 of them.
Oh,
Yay,
can I say this? I'm sorry. I'm going to read this. Hi, Gloria. A short light. Oh, wait a minute. That's for music. Hang on. That's for music in literature. Okay, hang on. Carry on.
I don't know the maker. A few people said it was Imperial glass, but I don't know. I couldn't find too much information on it.
Okay, in the culinary world, intermezzo refers to a palate cleanser, a small and refreshing dish or drink served between courses to cleanse the palate and prepare it for the next dish.
Oh.
And a light and bright offering, often a sorbet, a fruit, light cocktail, refresh the taste buds. Okay, so yeah, it could be for sherbet, it could be a variable. I get it. So if we just call it an intermezzo, we got all bases covered.
True.
That's a foodie. That's a foodie little trivia.
Oh, it does match my curtains. Let's do this. Okay, so it has the optic on the bottom, not on the top. Imperial maybe, but I know. Imperial glass, definitely depression glass. Okay, so far Gloria's in for 5. Do going once. Going twice. And last call.
That's right. I don't know why I'm questioning because I remember now you were a chef.
Oh, Jennifer was a chef?
Yes, we talked about that. I remember now, Jennifer.
Item closed.
And item closed.
Gloria for 5. And how many do you want? All of them? $5 each. Just let me know, Gloria. Oh, I didn't know that was Italian. Okay, you got it. Thank you.
She'll take all of them. Okay, here I come. Well, since Gloria's here, I didn't mention it because I didn't know she was here. I got a free mailbox.
Oh, and Gloria, I'm doing an open box also. But
yes.
if anybody wants it sooner, just let me know.
Because he's going to be back next Thursday. It's the first of the month, his normally scheduled appearance. You guys, Gloria's a hot mess. Gloria sent something crazy. Look at these little assemblages of these hippies. My husband and I, we got a good laugh out of these, Gloria. This is so crazy. Super crazy. But what applies for tonight mostly is she also sent me, she had heard me say that I would like to have some purple lucite candles. And she sent me some, you guys. So I went through my lucite candles since I'm downsizing anyways, and I have quite a few. And I pulled out 2. So I'm going to run those now if anybody would like some lucite candles. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, love. Okay. Where did I put them? Oh. So I pulled out 2. I'm going to run both of them, Jeremy. Let's start with the blue one. No, wait a minute. Let's start with this one. Clear with gold flecks. So this is a 12-inch clear with gold flecks. It still has the wick, but don't don't like these. These are decorative only. You don't like them. And it's going to remind you on the gold foil there. So this is a 12-inch. So this starts at 10. If anyone would like this, it's in really good shape. It's pretty nice and clean. This one has gold only flex. I'm keeping the two of mine that have gold and silver flex. So this one has just gold. It's in really good shape. 12-inch. Hi, Jenny. The purple are super pretty, aren't they? Yes. And I have little lucite, like the matching candle holder things that actually go with ones like this that I'm going to put them in. So $10, 12-inch, and then we'll do the blue one next. The blue one's a little bit harder. It's going once, going twice. And last call. And item closed. So let's put that one, $10 for Stephanie. For Jenny. Sorry, babe. Jenny. Okay. And then here's the blue one. Now, the blue one is 8 inches. This is a little bit harder to find. There are still some, of course, on the internet. Now, I feel like this has silver flecks, but it's going to look like light blue because, it's in a blue candle. It's in the blue lucite. Now, this one starts at 14. It is 8 inches. Let me see if it will read that. Yeah. So you don't really like these, okay? They're for decoration, but they're a lot of fun. This is a beautiful blue one. Almost cobalt. And it does have the foil flex inside. There was a day when lucite candles like this would go for a lot. This is one of the vintage items where the price is starting to come down. But some things, like if you guys weren't here when I was doing housekeeping, waiting for notifications to go out, Susan and I were comparing notes for our moderately priced glass and pottery sale that we've got coming up in the middle of next month. The Glassy sisters, Susan's coming back over, and we're going to do better glass and stuff. And so we were comparing notes on our Batosi and stuff, and I was like, whoa, because there were some pieces I was going to bring. I said, well, this is under $100. I've had it for a couple years, and then when I went to look, that piece is now $300, and I'm like, whoa. So Batosi is going up, up, up. That's what we were talking about when I first started. And I don't know if you guys remember the Batosi partridge lamp that I found. What was it, $14.99? That was about 3 years ago. And I almost sent it to Crazy Lamp Lady, Jocelyn. I almost sent it to her, and I was like, wait, somebody told me it was a Batosi. And I was like, oh, wait, snap. And back then it was worth a couple hundred. Well, when I went to go look, the lowest price I saw on eBay was $700, and Cherish was $1,200. But Cherish, you know how they are. I was like, whoa, I haven't even been paying attention to what's been going on. So, you guys, not that you would pass up Batosi anyways, right? All right, where are we at? Is anybody interested in the blue one? Mike, what are you talking about? These or Batosi? These? Yeah, it was just a couple years ago where these people would have been fighting over these. I still love them. I'm keeping the two purple that Gloria sent me, plus a couple more that I have that people have sent me in for gifts or that I bought. But they're getting a little bit harder to find, but I don't know why. The candles, oh, okay. I don't know why people don't think these are still cool. I do, and I love them. All right, let's. We will pass on that one. Denise, thank you very much. Item ended. Thank you. Wait a minute. I'll do the blue if no one else. Jennifer, do you want this? No, Jennifer, only if you want it, babe, because you know I'm okay. You want this for 14? You let me know. Well, don't, I'm okay. So only if you love it, babe.
All right, I have this hand blown glass votive. This is made by Vitrix. It's signed on the bottom. I love it has a little hint of opalescent inside in between the purple. This one would be start at 15. I had it for a while. I love the purple. And that's hand blown. So all of this detail is handmade. I wish I had a light to show you what it looks like lit up. So let me make sure I'm saying that right. Vitrix. Let me see. I had it on eBay. Vitrix. Yes, Vitrix Hot Glass Studio.
Oh.
By Thomas Kelly. Oh yeah. Well, thank you, Gloria.
Oh, that is pretty.
It looks like a sky.
It seeps through.
So that's without it. That is. Ooh. Oh my God. I don't want to turn the light off. Show the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, it's purple. Purple. Yeah, it looks like a sky. Like clouds. Okay. Going up once. Going twice. And last call. You can use that as a glass if you want. Item closed. Okay, it's going to Charlotte. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charlotte. All right. Let's hit some budget-friendly items. Jackie sent this. I learned something too, and I've had pieces like this, and I never knew exactly what they were, but now I do. So the sticker's missing off the bottom, but this is what these are. Hang on just a moment. Okay. This is called vegetable ivory, and it is called, now I might not say it right, you guys, Tagua, Tagua. Tagua. It's a vegetable in the Amazon region, and they carve it when it's called vegetable ivory as a nickname. But this is so cool, isn't it? I thought it was bone or horn, but that's what this is. Now this is the hummingbird comes out of it. There's a little hole there, middle of the flower. Isn't that so cute? It almost looks like Bakelite. Anyways, so cute. So this starts at $8. This is the Amazon rainforest region, like Ecuador, places like that. The Tagua nut. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Denise. Thank you. Yes, made into jewelry. Yeah, I looked that up too. Yeah. Yeah, and you can mistake it for possibly Bakelite or how do you say that word? Dang it. That other Bakelite, the French Bakelite. Hang on. I can spell it, but I don't know how to say it yet. I think this is how you. I have some of it. Galalith. I think I spelled that right. Oops. Hang on. Denise, hang on.
Catalina.
Galalith. Oh, you're thinking. I know what you're thinking of. Catalan, which a lot of people confuse and call Bakelite too. Catalan. I've heard George. I learned that from George, but this I learned from my jewelry escapades. Some people call it French Bakelite. But anyways, that's not this. So let me not get confused. I've got an example of it. Oops, took it downstairs. I've got some carved bangles, and I was checking them for Bakelite and learning about them, and that's how I learned about that. Ah, here we go. Super cute. Jewelry, all kinds of little figurines I saw. It's in good shape. Good job, Jackie. Okay, so give you guys a deal. Come in under eBay for sure. Going once, going twice. Usually there's a little kind of oval sticker on the bottom. I'm trying to get it close so you can see the. Anyways, it's very hardened. Can you guys hear that? I don't know. And last call. That's a cutie pie though, isn't it? So thank you, Jackie. I learned something. So cool. So the figurines, depending on size, this is about $15 to $20 piece, depending on size and the theme. But the jewelry also definitely you want to watch out for sure. And item closed. Thank you very much. Kelly, thank you for 12. Here comes Jeremy. I'll try again. There he is.
We're doing it at the same time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I have this vintage brooch. This one is a pansy and
Oh, that's so cute. Look at that little spray.
oh my gosh, what is that flower up here? I can't remember, but it's pansy, has rhinestones, and it's the eye socket. That's what I look for.
Definitely vintage.
So this one I'm gonna start at $10. You can see the sparkle. So the it's the darker purple under here. I like this one because it's a little bit smaller.
Okay, Denise, I got you, babe.
It's a small size. So if you don't want
I'll finish it.
any, I can't remember. I can't forget Deb. Tomorrow, 1:00. Yes, it definitely dainty.
Sheila, you might need to refresh, hun. Deb has already put in a $10 offer. So make sure you're in real time.
Okay, what is the vintage famous vintage brooch maker? I can't remember her name.
Well, what kind of style? I might be able to help you.
Oh, more like round, a lot of rhinestones.
Like, I don't know if it's a girl. I think of Weiss, because I find a lot of Weiss, and that's a good name. Juliana, that kind of stuff, that higher end stuff.
Yeah, I think it's Juliana. I'm trying to think.
Miriam Haskell, that's another good name. Yeah. Charlotte, thank you, Charlotte.
Okay, going once.
I'm gonna hang on a minute, make sure Sheila got refreshed because I think she wanted to take a stab on this. It's okay, you're going once.
So this is enamel, metal enamel. Yes, pansies.
Should we go ahead and close it down, Sheila? You refreshed? Okay, so we are at 11 with Deb.
Okay, going twice. And last call.
All right, I'll give you guys a few more seconds and I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. She says she's out. So I think I'll go ahead and close it down.
Closed.
Oh. I thought you were feeding the dog. Do you need to run an errand, Denise? I got it. Okay.
Right.
Oh, that was old. Okay. I have my phone on silent, Denise. Sorry. Okay. Here it comes. All right. I have going through my collections, White Swan. So I'm pulling this out of my White Swan collection, White Swan Christmas collection. It is an Artisan Rinconada. It's an AR. I've got 2 tubs for White Swan Christmas, so I think I'll just stick with the ones that are more like glass and a little bit more sparkly. But this is a beauty. I think I'll go ahead and let this one go. There it is, the AR for Artisan Rinconada. The stickers are missing. Uruguay. I never know if I'm saying that right. I think I am. Uruguay. One of the two. But anyways, just starts at 8. Super cute. A little bit of enamel touches, a little bit of white, a little bit of black. Anywhere you see color, this is kind of a raw. Anywhere you see color is enameled. This one, Renee, AR. I expect Artisan Rinconada to go up in price. They're going to become more scarce because Jeremy and Michael are going to be busy running estate sales. They're not going to have time anymore. So there's that, you guys. So get your Artisan Rinconadas while you can. Super cute. So going once. At Christmas time, think of my White Swan Christmas. Going twice. And last call. I think we're at 11 with Deb. Denise, I'll give you guys a few more minutes to think about it. Oops. Hi, Jerry. Okay, you sent me an email. Okay, I know Jeremy's having his first. That was fast. I mean, he just made the decision, made his business cards, and already a few months later, here he goes. I'm super excited for him. You don't even know. I love watching young people like get to follow their dreams. I just love that because I was always pretty lucky growing up. I mean, I'm sliding into senior citizen, so I'm going to be working on other dreams. But I just, it always makes me so happy. Oh, and item closed because I know how hard life can be if you're not careful. Let me see. Artisan Rinconada. I do have some raccoon tonight too, you guys. Yay. I'm gonna slide Jeremy over while I find the card. Thank you, thank you. Who got that? Deb. Thank you, Deb. Hi, Susan and or Marilyn. Yes, I told them you were coming in a couple weeks to prepare.
Right, I have a awesome piece of pottery. Now, it's a crystalline made by Edgecombe. So I had somebody sent an offer for $20 on eBay, so I'm going to start it at 20.
And that's a good price. I'm sorry, I don't mean to jack you guys up that might want to bid on that, but those usually, those are kind of a thing. I usually put mine on eBay.
There's
that is gorgeous.
Purple, but this one has a lot of crystalline.
I know, Susan. Look at that. See, they know. Isn't that it's been a long time since I brought a piece here because unless it's small and I can keep it under like $30, I usually put it on eBay. That is a good price, you guys, and it's beautiful.
So see that how dark that blue is? That's how it looks. But up close, it's not that dark. Reminds me of ice on a window. Oh, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
You put that on eBay for only 20? That's too, yeah, you need to, that's no.
Somebody sent an offer for 20.
Yeah, no.
Denny's.
Because it's gotta be, because there's some items where we have to, make our money. We don't always find cool stuff, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna show it up close again. I love crystalline. It's so cool. Look at the drip. Okay, going once. Going twice.
Denise is in for 20. She's no dummy. I'll have to do the countdown because Denise is bidding.
Now, if this was Bill Campbell, it would be on eBay, probably sold.
Yeah, he does do some crystalline for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you guys a few more seconds. If anybody wants to try to snipe that away from my shot caller, though, Denise is like, shut up. Okay. I'm not going to look. My finger's on enter. I'm looking away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't want to look like I'm playing favorites. Item closed.
Wedding. Thank you so much, Denise.
What was the brand on that? I don't understand.
Edgecombe Potters. Made in Maine.
Edgecombe Pottery. Maine, yeah. Postcard Maine. No. Maine. Hang on, you guys. I have to look that up because I don't understand. Crystalline.
I think I had it listed for 34 on eBay.
By the way, Lori, they do have a mug too. They want $25 just for the mug and $20 shipping. Ouch. Why are they charging $20 shipping? You know what? This is a pro tip on eBay. Learn your shipping as fast as you can. And hang on. While I'm getting crunchy, I don't want Jeremy to get blamed for that. And because eBay's calculated shipping is sometimes whacked and can cause you to lose sales. So if you're new on eBay, as soon as you can, kind of get a handle on your shipping and do it yourself, because that's just crazy. Yeah. Oh wow, you guys, you have to look at that.
Oh,
You have to look at their stuff. Really nice.
I like
okay, well, Jeremy, don't forget to pull that. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to pull that off your eBay.
Done.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Sorry, you guys. You have to look at that. Awesome. Awesome stuff.
Is it really?
I guess their brand, maybe they make a lot of it, although it does look very artisan. So maybe that's why the prices are a little bit more affordable on their stuff, because there seems to be a lot more of it. But it's gorgeous. Look at this purple one. Hang on.
Oh, that one is.
Look at the colors on that one. But yeah, there are some mugs too, but you're going to pay more than what Denise just paid for that dish.
I want these
from them. Okay.
I want
I have to learn something new. It can be a headache calculating shipping on eBay. Yeah, after a while I swear, this is one of the things that we'll talk about when I do my panel shows to help, because this is the #1 thing that prevents a lot of people from wanting to sell on eBay or any place else where they have to ship. They're like, they freak out. And I know it can be a thing, but I promise you, you will learn it. And you just need your scale. And after a while, when you're out shopping, you'll get an item and you'll be like, okay, I know what size box and I know about how much it's going to weigh. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of calculate from, the furthest away from you. And I've always set my own prices, and I even add like 50 cents to 60 cents for shipping it, like, because it's shipping and handling to help cover, boxes and that I might have to buy or tape, things like that. You are allowed to include a little bit of handling. Don't be crazy, but I swear calculated shipping, because I've had friends where I'm like, hey, I like that item, but why is it saying it's going to cost $35 for you to get it to me? Like, what is the deal? Because they let eBay calculate the shipping. Okay.
That could ruin your sale.
That can cause you to lose the sale.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't even have to weigh anything anymore until it's time to ship.
Yeah, I promise you guys, I know it's scary, but you will learn. Just make sure you have your scale, add a few more ounces for your boxes and packing material. You're going to be okay. You can pre-calculate until you get it kind of in, you've got enough experience where you kind of know. You can use tools and like act like you're going to go ahead and ship it and see what it comes out to a different, far away from you. Like for me, I would put in Cali, North Carolina, Florida, or New York, because I'm in the middle. Jeremy would probably calculate the count. He's in New York. If he was going to check something, he would probably put in a California zip code.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the furthest away from him. These are the kind of things we'll talk about, okay, for part-time sellers, because sometimes when you are listening to the full-time sellers, there's so much that they do that is irrelevant to what we want to do as part-time sellers that aren't trying to build a big empire and like get all bogged down with like all these paid services or cross listers or things like that. We just want to keep it simple, do it ourselves. We don't want to hire nobody. So some of us part-time people will get together. A lot of people have thrown their hat in the ring because I started it pre-surgery last year. I've got full lineup. Whenever I feel like I can keep it going on a consistent basis, then I will start those. I don't want to start, stop, start, stop. If you get my drift. Anyways, Jackie sent you guys something else. It still has a little tag on it. It's a little Jim Shore cat. Super cute. There it is. Super cute. It's about 3 inches tall. We will start it at $8. Wait a minute, Charlotte, what did you say? Charlotte says she always has free shipping. I'm trying to find you. There it is. I always have free shipping. Yeah, I never have free shipping. But there's reasons to have free shipping if you're. This is for the panel show. But real quick, there are reasons to have free shipping if you're selling high competition items, like, I don't know, an iPhone or something. There's reasons. But for people who sell like gifts and things like, unique items, vintage, we don't have to do that. But if you do it, you have to still kind of know, because you got to roll that into your price or you're going to lose money. But anyways, these are the things we'll talk about. And you'll get different opinions. It's been, 5 years since I've done a panel show. They're fun. The last one I did was called Generation 1099, and I picked 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-old, and 60-year-old, and we all kind of gave our opinions. All right, so going once. Kelly, no, I haven't. And at the end of this sale, I mentioned it while I was doing housekeeping, waiting for notifications to go out. I mentioned that. Like, that rattles around in my head, and we're going to talk about it. Those of you that are interested, we're going to talk about it at the end of the sale, because I need some opinions and some, you guys will spitball together, because there's some concerns, and I'll tell you what they are, and we'll talk about that if you're able to stick around. Otherwise, you could fast forward whenever you do have time, and this video comes back up. Going once, going twice, and get to the end if you can't stay for the whole show tonight. That's a cutie pie. Last call. I sell a lot of sewing patterns, so I know what it calls. Oh yeah, your learning curve on that was a lot easier, definitely sharp. I could see there's another scenario where it might be okay to offer free shipping. You know, things that are so lightweight, you know, it's never going to be more than probably $4. Hola. Item closed. Deb, I got you, girl. Thank you, Jackie. Here comes Jeremy.
All right. What shall I do? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Okay, I have a fairy lamp. Eee.
I saw your reel.
I never found. Usually, when I find these, they are clear, but this one is pink and it's epic. It's hiding in the back. So this one, I'm going to start at 20.
Those are fairy lamps are starting to get really hard to find at the thrift stores. They trended so hard. I think we all just like snatched them up. They're getting harder to find.
Yeah, I never found. I swear this is the only one I found that had color in it.
It's a nice peachy color.
Oh, yeah. At auction. Yeah, it's a pink. Yeah, it's like a peachy pink.
Is that
Peachy pink.
Tiara? Is that the Tiara line from
Indiana Diamond
Indiana
Point.
Glass? Yeah, and I think that's the Tiara line. I think gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, it could be. So it has flower.
That's like a little bit upper scale, like hostessy kind of thing. Their Tiara line. That I love that pattern.
Oh, let's see what it looks like. Lit up. Ooh, look how it sparkles.
Yeah, that is a great pattern.
Which one did at an auction? I got a Ellie Smith Pagoda for $5, I believe.
See, Charlotte says she's never. When I first learned about them, it's been about 5 years ago. I didn't even know what they were. I used to find like the top or the bottom, and I'd be like, "What is this?"
Right.
You know, even if they were together, I'd be like, "What is this hole? What is missing?" I didn't know what they were because I really hadn't dove into vintage stuff yet. I was still mainly clothing.
Oh, I was gonna say I always find the Westmoreland. That's right. The one that it looks like a lamp. Yes, it was blue. The pagoda. I can't believe I found that. Can't remember how much I sold it for, like 60 something or 80.
I have one.
Oh, that's right, Deb.
And I can't decide. It's down with my swung bases. I was looking at it today, and several times I've picked it up, you guys, and been like, I should go ahead and sell this. But the reason I don't is it's not a high end one, but it's unique. It's like only this big. It's like 2/3 the size of that. It's a little bit harder to find size. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep it.
Ooh. I wish I could turn the light off. I could, but all right.
I gotta go tend to the dog. You might have to run another one.
Okay. All right, so far Jenny is in for 25. Going once. Going twice. And last call. Item closed. Okay, so going to Jenny for 25. Thank you so much, Jenny. $25 fairy lamp. Okay. Oh, you do. Okay, what should I do now? Oh, I have these tool leather planners. We went back and got more. I just have to wipe them down. So this one is the mermaid. So I would start it at, I'm just going to start it at 15. There's the mermaid one. Tool leather. Inside, what does it say? File system. Use it whatever you want. I know, yep, Charlotte got the cherub. So we got the mermaid. There you got the fish. The sea. Oh, is that a squid? Nope, flower. Yeah, we got the starfish. It's a mermaid. Wait, Charlotte, did you got the mermaid, right? Okay. It's not this one, I promise. I have it written down too, so I don't forget. Okay, going once. Going twice. And last call. Item closed. Okay, let me put that there. Dun, 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 dun. So I got so if anybody wants the cherub, I have that also. This is the cherub. So just let me know if you want that.
We have some more of those. Awesome.
Yes, we went back and got more.
I can't remember who bought the last one, but they loved it. Okay, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
No problem. Lorraine. Okay, thank you, Lorraine.
Let's see. What do I have here? Oh, this is a thing. Now, okay, you guys, I have a couple items that also, before they go to eBay, don't worry about it if it's beyond your budget or you're not interested in this item. It's kind of cool, so I'm offering it before it goes anyplace else. This is, I have a whole set of this celebrity Starburst stuff. Y'all know I like my loose light and vintage acrylic. Let me pull up a picture. Let me pull up a picture here. Yeah. So I have a set that looks kind of like this, plus one more additional besides the tissue box and the canister, plus another additional little like cute vanity box. Like this set here is they're asking $85 the best offer. This stuff does sell pretty well. But this here, I'm going to keep the other 4 pieces that I have. And so I'm going to offer this. And the reason is this is still sealed with the powder. So I'm like, this is a good movie prop or theatrical prop too. But nobody's ever even used this. But it is truly NOS, if you know what that is, new old stock. If you see that like on eBay, new old stock. And look at this, you guys. It is celebrity, which is common. It was sold at Prestige for $4. Probably what, the 50s, 60s? But it is a celebrity from New York. I don't know if you can see the birthmark there. A lot of these pieces are. Look at the sparkle on this Starburst. It's so cool. So I don't know about using the powder. It's old powder and it probably has talc. Talc is a little iffy these days. But I was going to put it on eBay for about $40 for movie prop, things like that. This is in really good shape, beautiful. If you guys want it, I would probably get rid of the powder and put your own powder in there. but it's a nice, cute little piece. If you like this stuff, it's so beautiful and sparkly when you see it. And I'll just say I'll start it at like 25 if anyone's interested. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and put this on eBay. I think there are quite a few on there now that are cheaper that are empty. Okay, so just so you know, if you don't want to spend that much, but you love this or this stuff, like I love the tissue box and the canisters, you can get a little bit cheaper, like around 20 or so of the ones that are empty. This one is in practically pristine condition, and being full, it's a good prop too. So the little puff, never been used. It still smells good though. I'm surprised that still smells good. Anyways, I thought you would enjoy seeing it, if nothing else. This will probably end up on eBay. I'm going to keep the other items for myself because it just looks so gorgeous together on the vanity. I do love my acrylic stuff and lucite. Okay. I can put this up. Hang on. All right, Jeremy, I got two more higher end items that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Real quick. Because Father's Day is coming up. Let me put these aside. Okay, one of these is unisex and one of these is for men. Okay, and these are high end designer. One of them is more so than the other. I have a Cartier and I have a Givenchy. This one is for, you guys, I'm an American girl, Pour Home. Anyways, is the name. It's still full. This is the full size, 3.3 ounces. This is for men, made in France, and it does smell good, but it isn't for men. It's manly. And so if anybody would like me to run this, I'm going to start this at 25. So that saves about $15 to $20 versus buying it, on eBay. Definitely a lot more versus buying it new. If anybody's interested and you want your man to smell good, you see how it's still very full. This one will start at 25 if anybody's interested. Now, let's talk about the Cartier. Lorraine says, I love those. Reminds me of my grandma. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. And all mine are still nice and clean like that. It looks so pretty when you set it all out together. All right, so I have that. If anybody's watching later. Now let's talk about the Cartier. Now, I cannot sell the Cartier on eBay because it's a tester. But it's still, this is like, even on eBay, this is like $100. This is Cartier. And it is unisex. It is all day Teti. I don't know. Here, hang on. Let me put it in there. Hang on. Let me put it in there. And put the all day in front of it. Cartier. There's not a lot of these for sale. It's a little bit harder to find fragrance. And the bottle is gorgeous too. This is a unisex. It's awesome. About $100 the resale value on it, but this was a tester, but it's still full. So I can't put it on eBay. I'd have to put it someplace else, and I'm just not going to worry about it. So if anybody would like this, we can say I'll start it at 50. This would make a nice gift for someone too. Again, this is unisex. It's gorgeous. But it does vary. And now resellers don't buy it for resale because it very clearly says on there, you'll get in trouble. It says right there, tester, not for resale. And I'll tell you guys some trivia. I hope this isn't a weird flex. Like, I'm not okay, it's a brag, but whatever. I did it. I earned it. This was part of my life. So whatever. But when I was a young girl, one of my very first modeling jobs. I was still in modeling school, which by the way is a joke. You don't have to go to modeling school. But anyways, this was a small town when I started out. Very young girl. I think I barely had a driver's license. And one of my first gigs was this modeling school was, they would get you to help get you started. They had a few clients, a few catalog things that you could do to kind of, make them seem legit. But anyways, it wasn't until I moved to Dallas that things got better. But anyways, I was one of those obnoxious girls. Sample. I don't think they do that anymore. But if you guys have, maybe you've seen it in a movie, if you haven't experienced it yourself, the perfume tester girl. Yes, that was my very first modeling gig when I was 16 years old. What store was that at? I think it was a store called Elder Beerman or Reich's. This was an Ohio department store thing. I don't even know if they're still in business. If you're from Ohio area, you might know that. So anyways, this is gorgeous. If you're watching this later, I might still have it because I cannot put this one on eBay. Might be able to put it on Poshmark. I don't know. Poshmark is having super duper controversy right now. Ooh, the Poshmark girls are mad. I do not blame them. Let's see, like Jackie did on an episode of Roseanne. Yeah, but I think I did it a little bit a little bit better. Kathy, you went to Barbizon. I remember that name. Are they still in business? Mine was called Sharkies. Yeah, and they would get, it was the one in town. This was Dayton, Ohio, some moderately sized town. They would get you some small gigs, but we weren't LA, we weren't New York or anything like that. But in Dallas, that it was better. Dallas was a little bit, meet in the middle, and Dallas had the Dallas market where you could do runway. So that's what I did. Okay. Anyways,
Did you ever do the runway?
yeah, that's what I did. I was never a big, you guys know, I'm not a 10, even when I was younger, but tall and thin, and
True.
attractive enough, and always tall and super thin. So, that's the look for runway. Did I do any catalog? Oh, I think I did. I went to some auditions for Sears, for a local Sears thing. Yes. Now, Hannah, being in Dallas, Hannah tried out for Barney's. She got 2 callbacks too. Almost. Yeah, Hannah was almost in Barney's. You guys know Barney's was filmed in Dallas, right? The Purple Dinosaur? Yeah. Yeah, Hannah went to ballet and acting classes, but Hannah's not like me. She's not an attention hunter like me. She just didn't care about any of that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's me, you guys. This actually smells good too. So if worst comes to worst and I don't figure out where to sell it, or whatever, y'all don't hit me up for a savings because you love this, I'm okay if I use it. Now the men's, my husband is dead set on his own. He's not going to deviate. He's not changing. It's the same one he's used for years. He's that kind of a man. So I don't know what else to do with this one. I think that one I can put on as open box. I think I can on eBay, or I'll put it in my booth, a little bit lower price. But those are both designer and they both smell great.
I have like 5 different colognes. I'm looking at it.
Favorite? What do you wear?
My favorite is the Clinique Be Happy. It's kind of like a citrusy smell. That's unisex also, but it says it's for men. And then Abercrombie & Fitch.
Oh.
Ears. I like that. And then when I go out at night, it's Christian Dior.
Christian Dior?
Mm-hmm. The Savage.
Yeah, you save that for special occasions. That's pricier.
Yeah, I treated myself to that.
What I do now is whatever I find at the thrift store that smells good. But I did find a Miss Dior roll-on. It still has this Goodwill sticker, $1.99. It's authentic too. That's like a $50 or $60 little roll-on. Miss Dior. I save that for special occasions. Now, when I did buy perfume when I was younger, the 90s, my favorite was Joe. It's spelled G-I-O. Joe by help me. Is it Oscar Day? Who did that? Oh, Armani. And I know you guys say, no, they still make Joe. No, they make Aqua de Joe or whatever. No, there was this whole controversy about the original Joe. It was only made for 2 or 3 years. there are bottles of it for like $100 or $200. Hannah bought me some hand lotion for 50. I'm scared to death to use it. It's probably going rancid. Sometimes you just have that one smell that is just does something to you, and you just that's it. But it there was some kind of controversy, and he couldn't make it anymore, or it was a love loss, a love interest that he lost, and he was too heartbroken to make it anymore. So they switched it. I don't know what happened. I can't remember, but oh, that was the best. All right.
I have a Lady Gaga perfume. I purposely bought it like 5 years ago, and now it's worth like over $100.
I know sometimes just think
Yeah,
if you could know like what's going to go viral and what they're going to discontinue. No, I know Giorgio. Giorgio was a 90s Y2K thing too. That was good. No, this was Geo. And it was just straight up Geo by Giorgio Armani. And it's not the new Aqua di Gio, whatever. It was the original. They only made it for a few years in the late 90s. It had Lang Lang in it, which is my favorite. It had, I don't know what else was in it, but I'll never get over it. And like I said, I've got a little thing of the hand lotion that Hannah got me off of eBay for like 40, $50. And I don't even use it because it's so crazy. It's so crazy. All right, you guys, here comes Jeremy. That's enough of me. Let me rearrange this again because I got us out of whack. Oh, by the way, if you're coming in late, this right here, I talked about this in the beginning of the video before it goes on eBay for about 88, which you guys can still send an offer. I was offering to run it here starting at about 45 or 50. It is humongous. It is gorgeous. The drape on it is beautiful. If anybody's coming in late and wants to see it up close again, I will show it to you. Otherwise, in about a week or so, it'll end up on eBay. If you do decide to purchase it from eBay, send me an offer. Don't pay full price on any of my stuff, you guys. Tell me who you are, okay? Okay. And let me slide Jeremy over, right? It's your turn or mine. I don't know. Sure. I talked about the colognes.
Marble. Okay. Let me just look this up. Marbles. All right, I have some glowy marbles. I want to show you a picture of the glow. So, bag of marbles, vintage, they're glass. It kind of has like a slag in it. Now, here's what it looks like when it glows. There's cadmium in it. It has the orange glow, but they're green. So these, how much should I have it on here? I would start at only $13. There are 10 of them. Maybe I'll show it like that.
Those look pretty darn vintage.
Definitely. Let's see if I get it to glow. It's not going to show with the light. Maybe if I go like that. Nope. Anywho, there are 10 of them. They're glass. I could turn the lights off. Let's turn it off. Spooky. Oh, poop. I mean, there it is. Okay. But yeah, you can hear it. There's no... There we go. Okay, going once. I lost my marble 10 years ago. Going twice. Oh, it's okay. I'll show you the picture again on the bay. Cadmium. Last call. Item closed. Okay, so it's going to Charlotte. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Charlotte.
Oh. Sorry, you guys. I was looking up that Joe to see where we were at with that stuff. Hang on. Let me get this done. I actually found one that might be a good deal, but it's a little one. But just to even get a little inky dinky like size is everything. Just to get a little 0.04 ounce. No, that's aqua. Hang on. 0.17 ounce, $67. To get a full bottle, like what I used to go to Dillard's and buy, $249. That one's only 95% full. Let's see, another full ounce, $300. 19 watchers. I'm not the only one. 19. Somebody, you guys, it is so epic. If you ever get a chance to smell it,
whoa.
Or if you ever see one, please let me buy it first. Please. Please give me a good deal. Yeah, even the little tiny ones, little travel size bottles like this big, $30, $25, not even full. But to get a full, a regular size one, almost $300.
Is it like a musky smell or?
I'd have to look it up again, but Lang Lang is one of my favorite scents, and I feel like it had that in it and a little bit of musk, not too musky because I don't like a lot of musk at all. I'd have to look it up again. I'll look it up when it's not my turn. If you guys ever get a chance to smell that somewhere, which I don't know where. Okay. Let's see what to do next.
Maybe I'll come across it when I do the estate sales.
Oh yes, Jeremy, please, and me.
Yeah.
So along with when I was going through my celebrity stuff and some of the lucite stuff, because I've got a couple pieces. Where's the other lucite? There it is. I dropped the seahorse. The big seahorse, you guys. This is actually acrylic, but it is made to look like American Brilliant cut glass. That's what it looks like, and that's actually what it feels like too. It's pretty sharp and tacky, but it's actually plastic. So you have that look of American Brilliant cut glass, so fun, but in a nice little plastic starburst dish. So super cute. It just starts at $5 if anybody wants to have fun with this piece. It's got the sawtooth edge, all the little starbursts, but isn't that fun? I actually have sold this in the real vintage cut glass. I think if you're here, Colleen, Cookies bought one bowl from me, and I've got one left bowl that I might bring when Susan comes for our higher price, glass sale. But here's a chance to have a fun little piece, but it's in the vintage, I won't say lucite, just acrylic. But it's sharp and pointy, just like American cut glass. So cute. But someone have fun with it. $5 if you're interested. It's pretty sparkly too. I mean, not like American Brilliant lead crystal cut glass sparkly, but it's pretty darn sparkly for a piece of vintage plastic. Like, the hard plastic, more like acrylic. You know what I mean? Not the cheap kind of plastic like, like they make now. That's a fun piece. There you go. This is like the exact same pattern. Seriously, y'all. See how close I can get. Like, exact pattern. Okay, we'll pass on this, but if you're watching this later, know that I have this. This will probably, something like this, probably just end up at the booth, but it'll be a while before I go back over there. Thank you very much. And when we come back, I will do the vintage seahorse. Take it away, Jeremy.
Hoo-ha. Okay. So I brought this here throw blanket. Is size 50 inches to 70 inches. Let me just show you. Let me get my cursor out of the way. Granite mills made out of I already forgot. Elfin. Let me take it out. It's kind of soft. It's brand new. The package is just open. So this is going to be a buy it now, I think, for $30. So I got the tassels. Oh, hand woven. Let me mention that. Hand woven fiber elfin. Oh, hand woven look. Never mind. So, yep, it'll be $30. Okay, let me put this over here. I have this jewelry casket. Oh, it's a long-lasting fiber. Didn't know that. This jewelry piece. Ormolu. This is the Ormolu. It looks like somebody redid the reupholster the inside.
That's a pretty. Oh, I don't know if I want to say casket. It's kind of big. That's nice.
Oh,
yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Besides this kind of stuff, I like that kind of stuff. The Hollywood Regency. You can kind of mix it together though.
So it has a what is the starting price? I would say $22. Starting price. It just has a few tiny scratches. Not bad though. Light surface scratches. Inside. So it's the filigree there. Look how nice it is. My gosh. It's kind of heavy. I actually like the way they redid the inside. The bottom part kind of goes.
Yeah.
I like the roses. It has the claw feet. Wait, is it claw? Claw feet. Wow. There's the flowers right there. Ooh, good idea. Pottery. So we go right.
I'm sorry.
It's
The
okay.
Hollywood Regency stuff like that ormolu looking stuff, it goes really well with antiques as well. I know it's not quite antique, not all of it,
Yeah.
but it goes really well with antiques and like Victorian, that kind of look, besides Hollywood Regency.
Okay, I think we can pass if nobody is interested. Okay, pass.
Okay, I'll slide in, see if they like what I have. Oh my gosh. Any of you watch Kat the Nurse Flipper? So besides Gino finds, I make some of her thank you, those little thank you things for Super Chat. And she gave me a request last year, and she wanted one of Kevin Commonwealth Flipper. So I don't know how many of you watched Captain or Flipper's panel show. So I made one, and he was okay with it. He was okay. He said I was dead to him, but he's just joking. She has made a lot of Super Chat money off of that thing. Anyways, I loaded it here Okay, I really made it for Kat, but it's been a year and a half now, and I loaded it here because not everyone watches, Cat Dinner's Flipper. So, do you guys want to see it? Because I'm kind of proud of it. Have you? Have you? Yes. And you know who Kevin Commonwealth Picker is, right? If you don't know, this might not be as funny to you, but I'm gonna play it. I loaded it up last week, and I meant to show it to you. Let me see, media assets. Let me find it. There, oh, that's not video clips. There they are. Because I have like, I've got highway and my smileys, and I've got a mermaid saying thank you. But this is one that I made that Captain Flipper requested. Okay, you guys. Now he's on the beach and he's a mermaid and he doesn't have a shirt on. So, anyways, here you go, you guys. She just made so much money. Like Kevin and I said, hey, we should get royalties for that. But anyways, and the pineapple was an inside joke. If you guys watch Kevin on with Carrie and Dave on Trash to Cash podcast, that's kind of an inside joke about the pineapple. So anyways, yeah, it was cute. I had fun making it. That was about a year and a half ago. So you've probably seen that, Jerry. You've probably seen that. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Is anyone interested in this? Oh gosh. I'm going to sell it. I have to downsize. I have to. I have too much stuff. I can't keep everything. Like I said once before, there is a difference between decorating and turning your house into a thrift store. Like all these little collections I have, like, oh, can't just have one panther. No, I have to have 200 panthers. Oh my gosh, can't just have one smiley face. No, we're not going to talk about smiley faces. That's different. That started in the 90s before smileys went viral again. They have 3 or 4 times in my life. That started, that's legit. And that's the one that I will always cherish and I'm going to find a home for when I pass on. I've got some ideas, and we've talked about that before. That has some important pieces in it. It has probably, I think the last count was 1,113, and I've acquired a couple more. And someone just sent me a message on Instagram. He found a really cool piece from the 70s he's sending me. So it keeps growing. I have now said that it's the Thrifty Rich Club. You guys have donated so much to it. My husband has bought me some epic pieces. Other resellers have sent me epic pieces. Yes. Stephanie, that's you and donkeys. I still have my donkeys because of poker, but believe me, every time I look at them, I'm like, when I do am done with the donkeys, they're with my plants. I got a big panther table that I bought, and my plants are all on it by the patio, and they're in there because my husband plays his poker, across from it. But those are coming, those are going to you. They're so cute, little vintage ceramic ones, and then some big ones. But definitely the little ones I know you'll want. They're going to you, babe. So, anyways, so I've got quite a few collections. I kind of sold it down. I want to decorate and display, not just like create a thrift store shelf or whatever, or an antique mall museum shelf. So I've got to downsize some of my panthers. That's going to hurt a little bit. I'm downsizing my lucite grapes. That's going to hurt a lot. And my other lucite. I'm not downsizing my John Perry, and I'm not, and the Smiley Face collection, never, never, never. And
Swung
my
face.
place on Christmas, I'm going to downsize little by little throughout the year. So there's some really good pieces in that too, you guys. Anyways, this is a unique one. It's underneath the decoupage or the acrylic or the lucite. It says Tina's of Arlandria, Alexandra, Virginia. So I don't know if this was someone who made. Hi, hi, hi. I don't think Jeremy shipped stuff yet. He's doing open boxes until covering next
Oh yeah.
Thursday, John. But I did add some more shirts to your box, babe, as I'm cleaning out, because I'm cleaning out my clothes too. I'm downsizing. There's some clothing I need to let go of. I've lost some more weight, and plus I have too much clothing. I use a whole bedroom as a closet, like a walk-in closet. I use the whole kid's bedroom next here as a walk-in closet. Like, my husband seriously treats me like a princess. It's ridiculous. But I did tell him, to be fair, when I was moving in, I said, hey, look, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. My master bedroom has a walk-in closet like I'm a princess. I'm like, I'm thrifty rich. I'm living as high as I can on my budget. Like, this house here is a 70s tri-level. The closets are like this. This is the closet back here. I'm like, that we can't share that. What? We can't share a closet like that. Or what do you? No. So I got, this is a 4-bedroom house, and the girls are gone. So I took a whole the little tiniest kid's bedroom, and it's like a closet and a little bit of storage. It's like my garage. He has a garage. That's my garage. Anyway, but I'm thinning it out. I have too many clothes. I still have show clothes from the 90s that I bought in Dallas. It's kind of ridiculous. It really is. So some of my show clothes, I'm going to sell because they're epic. And then I'm kind of downsizing some things, and so some things, Sean, I've been putting aside for you because I know you're gonna like. Anyways, and then I'm doing tall girl clothing, especially tall girl clothing. That's going to be one of my focuses moving forward, is just vintage clothing, high-end designer, and a tall girl section because I'm tall and I know how hard it is for us. That's actually why I have so many clothing. When you are tall, I don't know, all these models with their clothing, you can't go to a store and get those. I don't know what the deal is. But when you are tall, you have a party or an event, you don't get to just run to the store and get you a new outfit, because especially nowadays, more and more they only carry very limited shrunken down main sizes for their inventory. They're very tight and strict on inventory control. I wear size 10 and 11 shoe, mostly 11. I don't get to just run to the shoe store and find a cute pair of shoes in size 11. When they get in a new thing of shoes, they might be one size 11, two size 10s, and one 11 in the run that they bought. I have to, I can order online. So, anyways, I think, and so pre-internet, I just got into this. I'm not going to say hoarding. Y'all don't do that to me. But I just kind of got into this. It's called preparedness, okay? To where things that fit me, things that look good, or if I see something at the thrift store that is a tall and I think I might need it, that party dress, that suit, those pair of shoes, and they're only $5, and they're size 11, and I might need them for that one outfit, for that one event. I bought it, and it's in there. So, tall girls, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. This might even happen for short baby boos. You guys have the same problem, just on the opposite end of the spectrum, right? And so pre-internet, definitely, it was a lot harder for us tall girls. So, blah, blah, blah. I'm chatty Cathy tonight, aren't I? Anyways, downsizing. Back to this little cutie pie. Yeah, I have a Nordstrom rack where I can get things cheaper than Nordstrom full blown. And it's right next to a DSW shoe store. Thank goodness. But still, at least I can go in there and say, hey, if they don't have my size and it's something I like, then they'll order it for me, or I can go online and order it. Anyways, having fun chatting, because you guys know this isn't about me trying to make a bunch of money off of you. This is about having fun, offering you guys good deals, and catching up with y'all. Vintage lucite seahorse, 11 inches tall, kind of a teal green, and then below the teal green pebbles is just like this kind of pebble, just like normal, sand and quartz, little pebble rocks. Not quite sand, but smaller than pebbles, if you know what I mean. The book is embedded, so it's very safe, but it's super cute. And this is another item where the prices are actually coming down. I don't know why. I love my lucite. I'm going to keep quite a bit of it, but I've got to downsize some of it. Anyways, we will just start this. Someone can have a good deal on this. We will start with my thing. We'll just start this at 10. If anybody's interested, it is a good size, almost perfect condition. It's cute. It does not have the abalone, but it's got a pretty, kind of looks like fish tank gravel, doesn't it? Kind of in a teal blue on top of this color, this kind of little quartz and, little tiny pebble. Very cute. Almost a foot. It is 11 inches. Armida. Hi. Hi, hi. I think you're a new name for me. Oh, well, there you are, Rolanda. Hi, babe. Hi, hi. Sorry about your Enesco creamer, honey. I already put a card in your box to give you credit for that. It didn't make it, y'all. So we'll credit that on your invoice. That'll probably come out over the next few days because this is the end of the month. Please let me know if there's anything that you need to know about this. The hook is nicely embedded in there, not just glued on, okay? The black whatever is underneath as well. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any little broken pieces on all these little things here either, okay? Giving up some of my lucite's gonna hurt a little bit too, I'm not gonna lie. So. Deb, you got a black bear on your deck. Oh my goodness, that's right, because you guys are upstate New York. We're prone to bears here, deer all the time, foxes, blah, blah, blah. Do y'all remember? Was it about 6 months ago? When I was working, so I couldn't use my real camera, so I just had to use my phone. So it's kind of a hot mess. Going once, and, a family of bobcats, a mom and her babies were in my backyard all day until it cooled off, and then they got up. I just let it film, and we talked about it. We popped in and out. I think it ran for like 5 hours. I'm gonna clean all the dead stuff up because they took a long nap, and just kind of shorten it. And I'm gonna put that over on Gen X. It is so cool. Some of you were there. You remember? Some of you watched that with me. You popped in and out with me. Bobcats. Yeah, she just brought her whole brood. They just laid around in the bushes because it was hot. And then when it cooled off, they played a little bit, and then she snapped at them about something. They all followed her, jumped up on the fence, and like house cats or backyard cats, feral cats, these little baby bobcats jumped up on top of the fence and just, I mean, a fence is only this thick on top, and they all just like walked along the top of the fence and went on up towards the mountain area. They had to go past the mall. I hope they made it. That was so cool, though. Anyways, going twice. Sorry. And last call. Denise will give you guys a few more seconds since you guys are working it out. I didn't mean to linger so much. We're at 20 with Rolanda. And Denise will give you guys a few more seconds to think about it. Rolanda, I think you bought the black one with the abalone, didn't you? You're going to put this with it? And there's item closed. Stephanie snuck in there. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Stephanie got in there for 21. That was a close one. And here comes Jeremy.
All right, I have a family of brass elephants. Here's this one. And then you get two babies. So you got the mama. There's three of them. I would say start at $10 for all three. Show you the bottom. Brass elephant family. Let me put one of them down. I haven't seen a black bear in a while. I think I was in Vermont when we saw one. That was years ago. Brass elephants. Set of 3. Yeah, I've got a whole lot of bought a lot of brass elephants. Some of them I think might be made in India. So these are all the same. Brass elephants. Okay, if nobody's interested in that, we could pass. Oh, the skunks are. Ugh.
Oh, yes, we had a skunk once that hung around too last year, and I couldn't let Highway out because Highway does not. He's a lover boy, but he does not tolerate animals in the backyard. And I was like, "You don't understand. This is not a cat.
Oh
You
my
don't
gosh!
understand what could happen."
Years ago, when I used to smoke, I was outside sitting in the dark trying to relax, and so I saw a skunk walk right by me, like a foot away. I stood perfectly still and waited for that sucker to go by because I didn't want to get sprayed. Okay, Susan is in for 10. All right, going once, going twice, and last call. Hey, thank you so much, Susan.
Good to see you, Sue. Sue has donated to the Thrifty Rich Club Smiley Collection a couple of pieces, definitely. Let me hi. Let me pause for a moment, you guys. Stephanie and Rolanda Reineck. Okay, I don't know what to do here because I don't want anybody to get mad. Um, Stephanie is saying, Rolanda, if you want it, you can. Now, Stephanie, if you really love it too, because Reineck bought one, I think last month, the black one with the abalone. So I might have some more down there for next week, but they're smaller. I think they're only about this big. Um, so I'm gonna wait for you guys to make a final decision on that because I'm gonna let you guys call it. You guys, okay? All right. Let's see. What do I want to? Okay, I've got a. I do have some raccoon tonight. I found you guys a good vase. You're gonna like it. Jeremy, I'm gonna do 2 blankets at once. And also, we are now past 2 hours, Jeremy. So if anytime I feel pretty good. I'm gonna stay on. If you need to tap out, you do that, hon. Okay?
Okay.
Because I know for you, it's 10. It's 10:17. It's only 8:17 here for me. So when you're done, you're done. I'm gonna continue on with a few items. Okay, you guys. I'm going through my crochet blankets too. These do sell just fine now. The booth. I've got some really large epic ones I am going to put on eBay because they're like $100 ones. These I think I can put at the booth, for a decent price. But so let me let you guys look first at these two and see what you think. This is 34 by 42. This is a quilt. Super cute. I think it would make a good wall hanging too. I'll show it to you. I think this would make a good wall hanging. Isn't that pretty? I'll come up close. Hang on, just let me know the size. 34, so that's almost 3 feet by 42. What is that? Almost 3 feet, almost 3 feet, 3.5. Almost 4 this way. And they signed it. I didn't look up this club. Let me find it for you. It's cute. This might be an important club. Who knows? Made especially for you by Silver Threads Quilt Guild. Put their little thing on it. 2003. Silver Threads Quilt Guild. So, kind of a cream color on the back. Very clean, as you can see. Now let me bring it up closer so you can see the pattern. Oh, wait, okay, we'll just start this at, let's say 20. And here's the pattern. I just call it a concentric, a chevron concentric, but I know that there's a proper name for this pattern. I'm just not the girl, but probably if I Googled it, I could figure it out. But modern fabrics, though, those are modern fabrics, but they're pretty. Let me back up again. Again, I think this would make a good wall hanging if you put it on a like a wooden dowel too. Or it's just a nice throw, or put it over the couch, or over a little table. Maybe even on top of a dining room table. Might have to put it, you like hang over a little bit. Maybe this way, you know, and it's not going to cover the whole thing, but it's pretty. So if anybody's interested in that, they did a good job because, you know, they're a guild, so they're professional, right? Okay. This will probably go to the booth. I'll probably put like, I don't know, 32 on it at the booth. I kind of know the price points that do well out of my booth. Okay. It's a strip quilt set on point. Okay, thank you, Charlotte. Charlotte, you're kind of like George the Antique Nomad. You kind of know a lot. Thank you. All right, now this one is really cool too. Now this one is a little heavier, but it's not so big that it's crazy. Now let me get this is crochet, of course. This is 42 by 64. So I would say just under a twin size. I'm basically 5'11", so it's about 5.5 feet long, right? What is that? 40, what did I say? 42, so 12. Not about 3.5, but this is pretty too. So this one starts at, I think I'm going to put this one starting at 35. Let me come up close. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? That's a good deal, you guys.
Kind of looks native.
It's pretty. Those of you that know the stitch, let me pause. That might just be a pretty straightforward crochet stitch. But, man, did they plan out their color scheme, didn't they? Let me back all the way up. Look at that. The other ones I have are really big, so I don't know about shipping, but I've got some pretty epic crochet blankets. I buy any decent crochet blanket at the thrift store or garage sale or estate sale. They sell well out of my booth, and larger ones I put on eBay if they're like an epic pattern. This one's almost eBay worthy, definitely, but I also think it's small enough to run through my booth or to offer you guys.
How do you display your blankets in your booth?
I just fold them up and put them on the shelf, and every time they come in, they're a hot mess, and I got to refold them. I don't understand shoppers. I don't shop like that.
No.
I'm the shopper that sometimes at the thrift store I have to remind myself I don't work here. Yvon, you don't work here, because I cannot just, if I see something on the floor, I have to pick it up. Now I might not go through the process of looking for its hanger and hanging it. I'll at least pick it up and throw it over the rack for the worker to see. I cannot just walk by clothing and stuff that's on the floor. But some days I'm like, oh, can I just shop like a normal person? But to me, I think it is normal to like be conscious. I don't know, even if I didn't do it, if I did it, I definitely have to put it back on the hanger. But when I see, you know, kids go and pull stuff down, some shoppers just be crazy. They'll let me get too crunchy, but yeah, every time I go in, I got to refold my crochet blankets. But sales are always good, so it's worth it. Anyways, what y'all think about this. Any interest? If not, we'll move on. But this is pretty darn epic. All the colors that you ever want. Love it. All right, you guys. We will let Jeremy come back if he wants to stay a little bit longer. I've got a few more items. I got giveaways.
Yeah,
I'm gonna finish the items that I pulled.
I'll do one more.
This later, I will not. I don't go anywhere. I don't go out on the weekends much. It's too peoply. I can't handle it right now. I'm not quite the social butterfly out in the real world as I used to be. You know, I'm still kind of healing. I'm still in bereavement, so my nerves are still a little raw. Feels a little bit better now that my husband and I made some decisions. You can catch that at the beginning of the video. And those of you that stay till the end when we talk about my miniature sale, I'll go over those decisions as well. Those of you that want to chat at the end. What was I going to say? Carry on, babe.
Okay, I have a cast iron cookie mold. This one is a cornucopia. It does have some discoloration on the inside of the holes. Here's the back. This one I'm gonna start at $8. So it's definitely cast iron. It's heavy. This would be good for Thanksgiving. Let me show you how thick it is. Oh, yarn is going up.
Is your mom still crocheting and knitting? My mom still has that dog print scarf she loves. She uses it as for decoration.
Oh, she does? Oh, that's a good idea. I think she's been working a lot.
A secular job? Your mom still works?
Yeah, she had to start working again.
She just wanted to, or just to get caught up on bills or something?
Bills, and she's trying to get her own apartment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Carry on. Sorry, Mom. You do not have to answer all my questions, okay?
Yeah, I should have picked up that yarn at the thrift store. There were 4 rolls. It was really soft, colorful. Oh yeah, Joann's. I saw the sign for that when I was driving.
That's good to know. I'm going to look into kind of prices and what kind of yarns I should be on the lookout for.
That's a good idea to go
to brands I should be, because that's always in the thrift stores, isn't it, Jeremy? Yarn.
Yeah,
yarn, always.
One thing to look for is polyester yarn.
Because
most of it's acrylic.
Oh.
So people are looking for the polyester and wool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cookie mold press. I'm not sure the age. It could be antique. It could be vintage.
Hi, Karen, by the way.
Yeah, you got to feel the yarn. Okay. Going once. Going twice. This could be used for cookie or butter. I mean, that's kind of large for butter. Last call. All right, item ended. Okay, so I'm going to leave the box open. I think this is my last item, Yvon.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to stay on a bit longer. If you and Denise need to tap out, I'm fine. I want to chat with them about a few things too.
Yeah. Yeah, so sale is next Thursday, the same time. Yeah, so I will see everybody then.
Did you say that's your last item?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Jeremy, thank you. You guys, Jeremy will be back for his usual time next Thursday. It's the first of the month, and he's doing open boxes. So whatever you got tonight, you can combine with next Thursday to save on shipping. Jeremy, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so excited for your new ventures. Those of you that came in late, Jeremy has booked his first estate sale job. We
Yes.
are so excited, you guys. So excited. So
Yes.
good luck, young man. I'll talk to you
Okay.
later.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye for now. Denise, you can go too if you're tired, because I'm in a different time zone. You're okay? Okay, let me make me bigger. All right, you guys, I got a few more things. Let's run through these. Um, this cat family is back up for sale. It's about 90% perfect. It's pretty darn vintage. I couldn't decipher. I could not figure out exactly whose it was. I'm pretty sure it's the importer got him from Japan, but it's a little different than the other ones. Like some company has a lot of these, but the face is different. Notice the face on this one, the way they're looking kind of like coy to the side. It's a little bit different than the other ones you see. So I couldn't identify it exactly. But it's pretty much a given these are from Japan, whoever got them. But anyways, little vintage chain family. I'd say about 90% perfect for its age. I mean, like no chips or anything, but maybe the little hairdos are a little rough there on the babies, but hey, they are little kids, so they tend to play hard, right? Anyways, so this just starts at 20 if anyone's interested. Please hold on for a moment and let me get my whiteboard so I can set them up a little bit better for you guys. Remember when I bent this? I felt like a genius. I'm like, how did I go almost 2 years without thinking to bend that? Okay, because this is kind of helpful for hopefully me not to drop things. Here we go. Good night, Liz. Good night. Thanks, babe. I hope you're doing okay. If not, you let me know. Hi, Denise. We've got 20 from Denise. Denise, let me know if there's anything that you want to see. Maybe the little bows could be in a little bit better shape, but these are vintage items, little vintage kitschy items. I'd say it's about 90%. The bow's a little bit tattered on that. The mom's in better condition. She's got a little bow too. Her bow's in better shape. Okay, we're at 20 with Denise. Going once. Going twice. Before I do last call, let me show you the back. Like I said, they're not like pristine or anything, but not bad for the age. Not bad. The chain's kind of a little brownish. Hang on, I want to show you the back of them. Because you can see, especially on the littlest baby, you can see a little bit of wear. I'm going to stand up and try to do this without, but I want to make sure you know what's happening here. Yeah. There you go. A few little like manufacturer little bumps, a couple little brown spots. You could probably take a fingernail file, but I didn't want to be the one to do that. I'll let the new owner decide because it is the back. Delicate. Okay. Okay, so we're at 20 with Denise. So going once, going twice. The mama. the look on her face is everything. And last call. And there's item closed. Okay, Denise, in your box. I don't know if there's anything in your box for May, but I still have a box with your name on it because I saw it the other day. Let me write this down. So let me double check. Denise Hereford, right? Make sure. Make sure that's you, babe. Okay. Now, before I do the, I did find you guys an awesome raku vase. This is so good. But I've got 2 more items. I had some purses for you guys too, actually, that I wanted to run through. We'll see. I don't know how late you guys want to stay up with me because I still want to talk to you guys. Murphy, you need to refresh because Jeremy left 5 minutes ago. So refresh, hon. Okay, refresh because you might not be in real time. Okay, here's another vintage tile. I pulled out 2 to keep for myself. I took all the rest to the booth, except for the ones I sold you guys last week. So this is the last one I have here at home. The rest are at the booth. But I thought I wanted to give you guys a chance on this one because I like this one. See how it has a tree in the middle? That's kind of cute, right? It is an 9-inch diameter. It's on the gold, the brushed gold metal, gold tone metal. It's cute. So this one starts at $12 if anyone would like to have this one with a little tree in it. Otherwise, I will put it with the other ones at the booth. That's a tree, right? Or a flower. A tree or a flower. Thank you, Sean. Yes, these are fun outdoor, or if you have a section in your house where you're doing like the jungalow. I've got a couple sections of just clusters of live plants, kind of the jungalow look, and these kind of look cool there as well. Very mid-century mod look. Okay, we will pass on this one. If you're watching later, it's going to be a few days before I make it to the booth. That's what I was trying to say earlier. So I might still have it. Even if some of these items are at the booth, if they haven't sold yet, I can always pull them and bring them back home. The other thing is, I need to type this in for you guys. Jackie sent a really nice piece. She sent a Unicat Butterbell dish. You put a little water in it and you put your butter in it. Those are a little bit hard to find of the Polish pottery. It is really, really nice. The only other one I saw was on eBay of the same pattern, and it's at $100, and they tend to sell for around 60 or so. So I didn't know if y'all would be in the mood to spend that much here at the end of the month. Also, I'm hoping some of you are saving up for when Susan comes, and we're going to do moderately priced glass and paperweights and pottery again. So I do have it though. If any of you like the Polish pottery, and this is one of the Butterbell things. It is gorgeous. So I can get it and show it to you, but it's a little bit pricier, and y'all don't always come here for that kind of thing. But I gotta type this in because I will not even say it right. Okay, make sure I spelled it right. Okay, this is a piece from Portugal. That's the name. They are signed by different artists. This one was signed by Maria. Super cute. Little heart-shaped dish. I thought it was Polish pottery too, but this is actually Portuguese from Portugal. Isn't that gorgeous though? They did a little treatment around the side. And there's where I'm getting the information from, okay? Kind of hard to read, but that's what I typed in is what this is. And so this one starts at 15. Super cute. Little heart shaped. Oops, sorry with my ring. It's cute, isn't it? They did the little extra touch all the way around. And there's where I got my information from. That's what you put in if you want to look, minus the heart bowl, is put in pottery if you're wanting to look at all the kind of stuff that is made from that. And Portugal. Add Portugal and you'll get, you'll get to see some of the pieces. Charlotte's in at 15. This will go well with Polish pottery too if you like it. Okay, going once. Going twice. I don't know if Orlando's still here. And last call. Denise will give you guys a few more seconds before she puts in item closed. And there's item closed on the Portugal piece. Okay, you write that down. Charlotte for 15. Thank you, thank you. That saves you a little bit of money versus eBay. This stuff over here. Okay, did I get through everything? Well, I did have some more purses. Maybe I'll just wait for next week. I just pulled some cute little purses that, boho looking or very eclectic. This is gorgeous to use for decoration. That I thought you guys might like. I'll just bring them next week. Here's a little bit larger one, but they're useful. You can use them. Like this one has, a little zipper pocket on the outside of it, and it's all satin lined. It's cute. But they also look good for decoration. You decorate like that. But now this one here is antique. This one here is really cute. No, thank you, Charlotte. This one here is more of an antique piece. I'll bring them unless one of you wants to stop. And this is so cute. Someone took a cowboy boot and turned it into a little purse. That's so cute. That's a cute little festival purse. It's just enough for some money, your lip gloss, and your phone. It's so cute, right? This is the top of a cowboy boot. Let me see if the name is still on the cowboy boot so I can tell. I don't think so. No. It does have a little snap in the middle if you want to secure things, but you don't have to snap it if you want to put your phone in there too. It's cute. I'm not wearing it right there. It's cute. All leather. Okay. Anyway, I will bring those and let you guys look again. So I've got some. Let's do the raccoon vase because this is a good one. And the wall is thick. I just got this. The wall is thick enough. The wall is thick enough that I think I can get this to you just fine. And I think you guys will like this because this incorporates some of the crackle, like the African raccoon style, just that crackle look with some of what I call oil spill. And I would definitely set it this way. It is artist signed, but I don't know. Super cute though. So it is 7.5 ish inches tall, if you need to know. This is a really pretty one, and this one just starts at 18. I feel pretty confident this will not break in transit. I see. It was this Polish piece, Orlando. Charlotte got it for 15. They sell for around 25 to 30 this size. The bigger pieces sell for more. This is from Portugal. And when you scroll up, you can see the name. I typed in the name for anyone that likes to look up stuff and kind of see where comps are. It's pretty though. It looks like Polish pottery, but this is from Portugal. Very clean and pretty. Now we are on the raku, and then I will do the $2 add-ons and the giveaway. And those of you that are interested, we'll talk about the miniature sale and some news I got from my husband that helps reinforce the changes I'm going to continue to make that I talked about in 2024. Anyway, anyone still interested in a nice piece of raku? This is a very pretty one. Okay, let's close this one down. I'll try that one again next week. And I've got the $2 add-ons and the giveaway. And then we'll have a little chat for those of you that want to have a little chat. Okay. Okay, switch that over to Rynick for 15. Let me write that down so I don't forget you guys. Charlotte, 15 is okay, Rolanda? It's a savings. It's pretty. Okay, I got it. I never did find out what to do about between Stephanie and who is it? I'll have to scroll up. There was something that we were working on. Was it this? Oh yeah, between Stephanie and somebody else. I don't know what y'all decided. So I still have Stephanie. Stephanie, okay. Leave it with Stephanie. Okay. I got you. I don't want to put that on top of that. All right, you guys. So we're getting down to the last of the little fused glass pendants that I bought a bunch of in little baggies, and I'm going to run these tonight for the $2 add-on, and then a really cute one for the giveaway, really cute one. And then next week will be hearts. There's some really cute hearts left in there. So anyways, this will just add $2 to your box if you want one of these, the $2 add-ons. Let's do them separately. Now on this, you can enter as many times as you want to, what I tell you to put in, and we will take number 10. And then when I do the other one, okay, let's start with the pink. Okay, pink. So here's a pink one. It's cute. These are little fused glass pieces. Let me get this in here. And with a bail on it. So you can put it on a choker, wear it as a necklace, or some of you have been getting quite a few of these to make a little ornament collection. Here's the one we'll run next, just so you know, in case you have a preference. Now on this pink one, there's a little it's not perfectly round. Neither one of them are. It's got a little flat spot here, but it's not like broken. It's because it's all smooth and polished still. It's just making it. It didn't make it into a round, perfectly round circle. And then there's the medallion on the inside. So pink, and I'll take number 10. On this, you can enter as many times as you want to. This helps people who have a lag be able to have a chance to get a $2 add-on, okay? So enter pink as many times as you want to, and then we'll count down whoever hits the 10th person. This kind of helps people that have slower internet, okay? So this is a cute one. Silver and copper, peachy. And then, as usual, the little rollover that acts as a bail. pink. It just adds $2. And I think we have 10. So let's hang on and see what we have here. I think we're at 10. So y'all stop on that one for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I see Deb Gossman? I'm writing, but tell me if I'm wrong. Makes cute little ornaments. If you've gotten more than one. This one I think really would make a great pendant. So this one we'll just put amber, even though it's kind of a burnt orange. Okay, so this one will be amber, and we'll take the 12th person. You may try as many times as you want to be the 12th person. Let it focus. That's a pretty one. Amber and black and a little multicolor confetti swirl in there. And again, with the bail. So you can put it on a necklace, a choker. I think that's a pretty one. Necklace, choker, ornament. That's pretty. Wait till you see the hearts though that I'll run next week. They're really cute. Okay, let me see how close I can get. All that's doing is showing how dry my hands are. At the back. Okay, so do we have 12 on the amber? And then we'll do the giveaway as well. We might have number 12 on the amber. Stop for a moment, you guys, so it doesn't jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to count it again, but it's looking like Orlando, but let me count it again. I think I see Orlando Reineck for the amber. Okay, now we'll do the giveaway. Now this is a little bit different. Okay, thank you, thank you. Let me put these up. Now for the giveaway, just enter one time. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Just enter one time on this. This is a cute one. Look, it's a little flower. A little three-dimensional flower. There's 2 layers. It also has the bail. This is a freebie. Even if you don't have an open box, go ahead and try if you want, and I'll start you one. Just enter one time on the free giveaway. A number between 1 and 100, one time. I'll stop in a moment. And then we'll talk about the miniature sale and something else. It's kind of a pale yellow. There's 2 layers to it. Black in the middle. That's pretty, huh? Oh, don't break it, Yvon. Dang it. And it has a bail on it as well. So you can wear it as a necklace or an ornament. All right, you guys, if you're multitasking, look up and throw out one number between 1 and 100. I'm putting in stop entries. I don't know if I'm spelling it right. Close enough. Stop entries, you guys. Multitaskers, you got 2 seconds. Okay, stop entries. Pull a number. If it's a 3-digit number, I'll just take the first 2. What does that say? 31. Did anybody hit 31? Whoever got closest without going over. These are my whatnot cards for clothing. You just put them on the hanger. Let's see. 31 without going over. I think I see Charlotte. Right? Rebecca, you're still a little lagging, I think. Okay. Thank you, guys. That was fun. So, oh my goodness. You guys, so on the miniatures, like I said, I have over 100 miniatures. And I don't really want to run them auction style because, you know, little miniatures, I mean, I don't want to run a little miniature lamp work or pottery piece and have you guys fight over it when they're only like, $5 to $10. That's just crazy. So I'm like, okay, maybe I lot them up. So this is what I want to ask you guys. Those of you that are interested in coming to the miniature sale, which will be a one-off by myself, probably on the weekend. Night, night, Denise. Thank you so much. Night, night. Um, so if I make little groupings, I think that's would be the better way to do it. Make little groupings, like little lots of maybe like put lots of 5 together or lots of 10. Hi, Deb. Um, and then if I do that, should I try to make? Would you guys? What do you think? Should I try to make them like, okay, all cats or all birds, or a mixture? See, I'm just not quite sure. So I'm just not quite sure how to handle this. But I know I do not want to run each one individually because there's no sense in an auction and making you guys like fight over a $5 to $10 item. So I'm thinking about, little groups. I don't even want to do choice. That's just crazy because some people, and I can't do claim because some people have faster internet service, right? So that's not cool. So I'm thinking I'll have a separate camera, like I use glow cam set up for when I do glow glass, have a separate little camera so you guys can see them up close, and I'll be off to the side, and then we'll just do little groups. And I guess if there's some in the little lot or the group that you don't want, give them as gifts, pass them off to friends, right? So I'm thinking to do it that way. And then that way also we can get through those over probably 200 actually. That way I think we can get through it in a couple hours and I'll be able to, get through where you guys have a chance to see all of them. So if you have any ideas, leave them down in the comments and, for me to mull over. That would be great. But I'm thinking that's what I'm kind of leaning toward. Okay. And the other thing that you might have missed during housekeeping chat is, so last year I mentioned, I've never been a full-time seller in the last 15 years anyways. I've always been part-time doing other things. It's just more fun that way. And I've always said, I'm kind of setting this up to supplement my income when we go into Social Security. Now I'm not ready to do that yet, but my husband has made the decision to go ahead and retire. So the company that he worked for was a great company and might do some freelance or some consulting. They might sell the business, but the brothers respectively have, health problems that are limiting, their being able to bring in the clients. So I think they might sell it or he might pass it on to his children. I don't know yet. But my husband's been very helpful with my mom, very helpful for me during this healing process. He's just been invaluable. And so I think that he is going to go ahead and retire. So I definitely want to spend more time with my husband. And like I said, I need to embrace moving into senior citizen. I need to embrace that, make some changes. So I'm going to be working on my other 2 channels, which are not reselling related, but some of you might enjoy them, especially Gen X Diva. Some of you that are Gen X or Baby Boomer, you might enjoy this. Even some millennials might have some fun with this. So I'm thinking to have some game nights, and then I'll just do random topics. Anything I want to do and talk about over there, I'm going to do. Yvon, uncensored, and whatever. Talk about whatever I feel like it. It'll just be various subjects. And I think it'll be fun to have some game nights and for us to chat over there. And then another channel that I'm not sure how much I'm going to disclose on that. And it's going to be interesting. So we'll see about that. But I'm going to move into that as well. I'm keeping my booths. I will probably keep Thursday night Build-A-Box. And definitely throughout, it's going to take me about a year to downsize all my collections. So I'll be having some one-off sales as well. And I'm going to try to grow jewelry. I definitely want to keep selling jewelry. I want to learn more about it. I want things that are easier to store, easier to ship. As you know, we might want to travel, things like that, right? Because my husband's going to retire. He made the decision. I'm kind of excited about it. So It's up. I've had that for 5 years. I do have it everywhere, and I bought domains and everything. But it's a YouTube channel. I've always said I'm going to do it, and I just, life happens, and I just haven't gotten to it. I had 2 surgeries last year, another death in the family, blah blah blah. But I want to carve out time to do that, and I'm keeping my booths because that's fun. I'm going to try to do jewelry to where I can transition into things that are a little bit easier because, like I said, we might want to travel. And clothing, designer, and vintage. Eventually, I've got to get through some things that I've got. Athleisure is always a good category for clothing. Easy to store, easy to ship. It's something that my husband can even help me ship without fear of worrying about how to package it so it doesn't break. That's why I've never wanted to hire a shipper or anything like that. And what else? There's something else. Oh, tall girl clothing. Depends on how much traveling might be involved in my future. Right now, there won't be a lot immediately because, we still keep an eye on mom and we hang out with mom a lot. And I'm not going to leave my mom alone. I personally can make some short road trips, but nothing real extensive, at least for the upcoming future, a year or two for sure. Because we're still hanging out with my mom and taking care of my mom and helping her. She helps us too. So, anyways, does he have a hot? He might, well, helping me and my mom kind of, and our dog too is blind, diabetes and blind. The highway's still with us. And we're on borrowed time with highway, and we realize that. So we never leave him home alone. So there's a lot going on here, you guys. And he'll help me if he finds out. Oh, and plus, he can do consulting and freelance. Like he can, even when you move into Social Security, you can still make a little bit of money. So if he feels like we need a little bit more income or just wants to do stuff, he might get a part-time job. I doubt it though. He might do some freelance consulting for this industry that he's in. It's pretty unique, and there's not a lot of people to do it. But I know there are a lot of companies that, well, the handful that there are that want to pick his brain. I know that. And there's always a chance that the brothers who are sick that they may sell the business even to a competitor, in which case, they'll probably want to, talk with Steve, and he would be willing to do that on a part-time consulting freelance, business contract labor type business where he has freedom. He's earned it and he's deserved it. Yeah. Take mom. Oh yeah, no. My mom and her 2 dogs. No, 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 no. No, mom doesn't hardly leave the house anymore, you guys. She quit driving too. She tried to go to Walmart. It's so sad, you guys. Be patient with older people. My mom tried to go to just simply to Walgreens, 4 blocks, but she didn't have to cross. Okay, so yes, sometimes older people are a little bit slower. Whatever. It probably is good that she decided to quit driving. We don't have to fight her for her license when the time comes. Like my dad was not happy when he had to give up his license. He was not happy. My mom's giving hers up on her own terms, but she was just going to Walgreens a few months ago, and some young teenage boys were just like screaming, beeping, flipping her off, and it upset her greatly, and so she's done. She's not driving anymore, and doesn't have to. Like I do her grocery shopping. She has Amazon. She loves her Amazon Prime, so she doesn't really even have to. I mean, I am going to take her to the garden center, to pick out some things, some new bushes and some plants and stuff, so take care of wherever she wants to go, we'll take her. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I got to keep busy too. I don't want to just sit around and do nothing. No, I like what I do and what I've built up, and I'm excited to do more creative projects on YouTube. I'm excited about the other channels. I bought domains, all the major domains for both channels 2 years ago to save them, and I went and claimed the name on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It's just kind of been sitting there, so I'm excited to do some other things I want to talk about. But I think it'll be you'd be surprised how many channels, successful channels there are of senior citizens talking about, the silver life and the gold life. You would be surprised. So one of the channels I want to talk about what it's like making this transition, into my 60s. So it's going to be fun. It's going to help my head too, because it's something to wrap. You got some of you that are my age and older, wrapping your head around it is sometimes a thing, getting older and the changes in your body and your energy's not as much. And just your appetite changes for things that you want to do, things that you will put up with in life, and things you no longer will. You know what I'm saying? Some of you know what I mean. Like, you change a little bit. Now, it could be not just that I'm, crossed that threshold into senior citizen. It could also be, 2 surgeries, laying around on the couch. They weren't totally back to back. There was 5 months in between, but especially this last one, laid on the couch for 8 to 12 weeks on Oxycontin, pretty much high. That's a lot of thinking time, and so that's a lot of recapping your life and thinking. That's a lot. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, but I mean, I won't ever stop working. So even if, I mean, we're financially will be fine. Like, I've never done a GoFundMe, for anything, my dog or anything. I'm not throwing shade at people who do. I'm just saying I haven't had to do that because, you know, I'm thrifty rich. We live frugally, and my husband was smart with money and his job, and build us up a good, 401, etc. We're in good shape. So vehicles are paid for, etc. So, and we don't, and also when you get older, you don't need as much or even want as much. And as far as traveling, that will be fun, but we have no desire to ever leave the country. It will not be that kind of traveling. We have zero desire to leave the country, zero. But there are a lot of cool places right here in my own state that I haven't gone to yet, or the United States. Do you know I've never been to the Grand Canyon? Is that ridiculous? There's so many cool places to go. And then I want to go to some of the off the wall places too. Like, there's this cool grotto that I want to go visit that some guy built by hand. If you're local, kind of like Bishop's Castle, Dragon's Castle, that guy that built it by hand, it's like a crazy thing we have here a couple hours away. It's crazy. But I've never been to like the Grand Canyon. I've never been to Yellowstone. I've never seen Mount Everest. I mean, Mount Rushmore. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool things. So the only reason I would leave the country, which leaving the mainland, is I do have a friend that lives in Hawaii that for the last 10 years has been trying to get me to come visit. So that would be, no hotel or anything. I'd be very frugal. I just have to, but even I don't even want to fly. I don't even want to do that right now. She comes to the mainland every couple of years. I saw her a couple of years ago. She came down to see me when she came to the mainland. So anyways, let me see. Next, you're going to be on a, no, I am afraid of heights. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I got to say hi to somebody I have not seen forever. Sharon. Yes. I didn't know. No, I did not know. I'm glad to know. Sharon. So you probably resonate with half of the things at least that I just said in the last 15 minutes. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Sharon and I go way back. Way back when there were only a few of us reseller channels, like way back. Let's see. Let me see what you got. I want to throw some of these over and see what you guys are saying. I retired. Yes. I quit the salon. I was doing the salon part-time, licensed esthetician, massage, but I stopped that. I closed that down, when we moved that in. That's kind of important for me anyways. Not all kids do this, but for me, it feels important to honor my mother and father. And we did that. We did that with my dad, and we're doing it with my mom. That's important. I don't understand children that don't do that. It's a thing now. When are you going to join the silver? Is that a thing? Oh, sorry, it's the wrong one. The silver. Oh, when am I going to I don't even know how gray I am yet. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm quite ready to do that. I don't even know if it's coming in even. I have no clue. Now the darkness you see is because, you know, my tattoo. So I don't know about that. Eventually I probably will. But even when I do that, I'm gonna put that toner stuff on it, that purple stuff that makes it sure it's a beautiful, shiny. I thought you were talking about silver disobedience, which is something I've been throwing around as a name, but I found out there's already another um, over 50, over 60, over 50, I think she is. She might be over 60 lady that's claimed the name Silver Disobedience. I think that's such a cool name. I'll just stick with Gen X, Steve, and that's fine. But I kind of thought about Silver Disobedience. I wish it wasn't taken already, or Silver Discord. I don't know. Let me see what else you guys are saying, because you guys are. Oh, yeah, there's some. Haven't. I've been as far as Las Vegas twice. I'm not a fan of Las Vegas. I don't drink. I don't gamble. I'm just a poker player, but I don't gamble. Um, and we went. The first time I went to Vegas is for the DARPA, the big DARPA event. It's kind of a geek thing, the autonomous race sponsored by the government and, well, DARPA Defense. And all the big wigs like MIT, like all the smart engineers were there, and they had their entries. I don't know if you guys know DARPA. That race was so great. And so we went to Prim, which is down from Las Vegas, so it's pretty close to the California border, because the race was from California to Las Vegas or vice versa. I still have the mug. I love that mug. Um, that's as close as I got to Cali, but I've never been there. So I kind of would like to do that. I want to go to some great places in California. Also, some of the weird places like Slab City, if it's safe enough. I'd like to go look at Slab City, or at least that area, right? I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting older now. I don't know about Slab City, but I kind of like to. It looks cool. But I also know it's a little dangerous. Okay, let me see what else you guys are saying. It's not working. Right, right, right. You know, I have an artistic temperament, and photography, photojournalism, even before the internet, was kind of a passion of mine. So the internet just makes it so great and so easy, so much fun. I mean, these apps and these software programs are so user friendly. Seriously, I love making videos. I'm a very visual person. Like, you can tell because in my speech, you can tell because, like, I'll say, oh, I like, if when you write something, I'll say, oh, I see what you mean. Like, you know, some people might say, oh, I hear you, or whatever. Also, and I'm the person that's one of the people that's going to say, I see what you mean, because I'm visual dominant, right? Sharon, it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh, so good. Let me see. I'm finally at an age where I'm not limited to earnings while on SS. Yeah, I don't really know how all that works just yet. I'm not going on it yet, but my husband probably is. A little early, but the price difference of waiting is really not that big of a deal. And I'm like, and then like to wait till, what is it, 70 is the last tier to get your full. That's like, how do we even know if we're going to make it to that age? So like, no, it's not really that much of a difference, and we're financially we're okay. So, oh, I hope so. I hope so. I know you had a lot going on the last time we talked. You had a caregiver role as well that you were juggling. I remember, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I hope I didn't miss anything. I probably did. I know a lot of you are my age, older, or maybe just a tad younger. So I think you get my drift, my vibe on a lot of these. So yeah, Gen X Diva is up. There's nothing, I think there's one little trailer on it, but I'm gonna make a lot of videos and save them, because it's better when you're starting a new channel to get monetized. You need to, like, be consistent, and I don't ever want to feel pressure on anything. So I'll just, as I can, I'll make the videos for that channel when I think I get enough where I can schedule them out and be consistent to help draw attention and get monetized. Then I'll do that. Maybe some game nights will be fun over there. That I don't. Too many lives on this channel actually hurts this channel. It really does. So I don't want to do a game night here with you guys. We can do that over on Gen X Diva, and it'll help that channel as well. And I won't have to worry. Did you take yours early? Yeah, my husband's looking into all that. So, and the current political climate, we were concerned. This is what we were worried about, like the 401 and stuff like that, investments, stocks. We were concerned, but I don't want to get political. But it looks like things won't get as crazy and out of hand as some of us were concerned about. I think there's some guardrails. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Yes, enjoying time with my mom and my husband. Yes, and my dog, who's on borrowed time. My dog, yes. My family, daughters, like, yes. All right, and I enjoy my boots. For as long as I can do that, I want to keep with my boots. I meet so many people, like it gotten to the point where most of my friends were you all and other resellers all across the country, the world actually. And I was like, I don't have a lot of offline friends right now, besides a couple other resellers. And so I need to fix it. I need to join, because I used to join clubs like, quad racing clubs or and I would always be like, I don't know, secretary or vice president, to build a social circle. And I hadn't really done that for a while. So, but at the market, I've met so many cool people and we are like-minded, right? So we have things to talk about and it's fun. So I'm grounded offline as well. It's very important. Yeah, highway is now 12 and the diabetes, but we spend a fortune on him. We do. And he gets his insulin shots twice a day. He went blind, of course, but he's compensating. He still wags his tails and wants to go places. He's a trooper. But we see the signs that, we're on borrowed time with that little baby. And we have raised him from a puppy. He was a rescue dog. He was a baby from a rescue dog, actually. Found him on Facebook. They named Highway, Freeway, in Denver because his mom was caught on the highway up in Denver. She had babies. The 2 girls died, the 3 boys made it. The Facebook group and adoption group, Pikes Peak and Palms, they named them Highway, Denver, and Freeway. Isn't that cute? And I thought that was a great name. Denver and Freeway don't look anything like they don't look like a Shih Tzu at all. But Highway looks like mostly Shih Tzu, but the mom was a large Chihuahua. So Highway's got that cute little elongated nose, but he's a Shih Tzu. He doesn't have fur. We have to cut his hair. We have to trim it and take care of it. He has hair, you know what I mean, not fur. He's hypoallergenic. All right, you guys. So this is kind of chit chat. We'll have fun, girl talk and stuff over on Gen X Diva. Now, if you're looking for it, there's another Gen X Diva. She's a gamer. You'll know it's me by the avatar and the trailer. You'll know it's that you've got the right one here on YouTube. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I had a good time. Invoices will be coming out. I've got a lot. There's a lot, but this is the end of the month, so I'll start trying to send them out over the weekend. I usually stay home on the weekend. And thanks, you guys. If I don't see you before then on someone else's chat or whatever, I will see you next Thursday. Jeremy will be back, as he always is, for every first Thursday. You guys, cross your fingers that his first estate sale goes great. I'm so excited for the young man. It's so great. All right, you guys. Bye-bye. Keep your love alive. Bye for now. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you guys about your guys' stuff. Sorry. Is everybody okay? I'm so sorry. I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's okay. Oh, yeah. The highways food is diabetic food. Prescription is not cheap. Nothing's cheap. Nothing's cheap about it. But it's okay. We took on that responsibility when we adopted them. We took it on. So that's just how it is. He has given us so much love. Priceless. So we're just grateful that we have the money to take care. We're happy about that. Anyways, I hope everybody's okay in your lives. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now. Again, keep your love alive.